Yes. The pilgrims stand before what looks to be a root that is bursting through the floor of the bottommost level of Aguna's Grand Library. And you can almost feel the arcane essence emanating from this tree-like structure. And you can see that the cyclops face seems very distraught and saddened. Its eye is closed. It seemed to note that you are not the lords, but doesn't know much further than that. And I will bring up his portrait again in case you need it. Where is it? There we go.
Oh, right. We have to look at the flesh bark again.
Oh, yeah. Actually, get rid of it. I don't want Mr. Cyclops.
You can close it yourself.
No, thank you. Get it out of there.
You have your own responsibility.
Put a curtain over him.
Maybe like a nice little festive hat. Maybe that would improve the vibes.
I hate him.
Why does he feel he deserves this?
We haven't gleaned any information from him other than the, 2 things that he said to me?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we gleaned that I mean, this might be obvious at this point, but the blot liquid is kind of seeping from parts of the tree.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the tar of the tree. Mm-hmm. Or the sap.
Yep.
What did I say? Blot juice?
Blot liquid.
He got the tree liquid.
In stores now.
Juice.
The health benefits are numerous. There is a number of them.
I hate him.
Why do you think the lords even come down here? What do they have to gain from this thing?
I suspect it has information.
It slowly opens its eye at hearing your voice again.
Oh, cool.
The lords, they come, they take, they leave. The eye wanders over to the side, and you can see that parts of this tree root have been carved out, cleanly.
Huh.
In, elongated shapes.
Using the substance of the life tree is extremely forbidden. What could they be?
Do you know what they use you for?
Yes. Your people, they have a form. The dragons.
Oh, no.
The tree is the Daurung. It harbors immense power, like we did. But the dragons you have are a simulacrum. They cannot be achieved the way we do. And so they use us, our essence, to create them.
Joe, are the pieces that are taken from the root, are they taking the bark? Are they ripping off branches? Or I guess I'm...
The bark is very thin. It doesn't, you look at the layer of it, and it's very, very thin before it gets into the actual, wooden chunk,
So they've been
I guess my question,
pieces of it.
Yeah, is it the wood, or are they tapping it to get the sap out?
No, the wood itself, carved out in shapes that are kind of elongated, maybe a foot, 2 feet long, in long kind of rod.
Out.
Yeah, like a rod type shape, but not round perfectly. It's carved out with knives and stuff like that.
Ugh. Who are you?
Who did you used to be?
I am a traitor, a fool. My name is Supan. I was the brother to the leader of my people, Prabhath Sombat.
And I assume you told the leader of Elynthi some of the secrets of your magic.
I did. The sky traveler Augustine. He promised me peace amongst our people. He convinced me Sombat was causing our suffering, the cause of the war. I allied with him. I gave him our secrets, and this was my reward.
Oh. What did you stand to gain?
I wished for the fighting to end. Olivares said, as long as I give him the secrets of the dragon, he would agree to peace. He would talk with my brother. He lied.
If you told them the secrets of your draconic power, why are their dragons only simulacrums? Why do they still require the tree?
Your dragons, their dragons, were a power given to them. The fundamental foundations of their form originate from transferring one's dragonhood to another, and so there can never be more dragons. The Daorung, we become dragons from cultivating enlightenment and understanding of the universe. Augustine Olivares did not do this, and so all your dragons are derived from him. Power that was taken and given to another.
What became of Olivares?
He aged and died like mortals do. But his rule continued through offspring.
Haven't we seen like that rotten, wrinkly old man?
I think he's the descendant of Augustine Olivares. Augustine.
That's Ivan.
We saw Ivan is the name of the king of the Underthrone Society. We saw a flashback of an ancient dwarf, which I now think we believe to be Olivares.
I think that's, yeah.
And
I think we might have
also
already...
the Probith as well.
Do we know the last name of Ivan?
You do not.
No, I don't think we do.
Okay. Noted.
Well, this will clear up whether it's Augustine or Olivares that is the last name, because I'm unclear.
I think Olivares is the last name and Augustine's
Okay,
the
cool.
first name.
Yeah, Augustine is the first name. Augustine Olivares is the first lord of Elynthi.
Yeah, it was in a book, one of the books that we got.
Dwarven man,
Right.
and I will just confirm for you, the Dwarven man that you did see in that vision was Augustine Olivares.
Okay.
Okay.
That nasty.
So is the one we met a descendant?
I think that's the implication, yeah.
How do we... I mean... Is there a way to stop this?
If it were up to me, were it my choice, destroying the monument of my traitorous wrongdoing would be the only means of absolution.
Well, your brother certainly seems to feel the same way.
His eye widens. My brother is alive. Sombat is alive.
After
in
a fashion.
a similar way as yourself.
Where?
I'm not entirely sure we know that right now.
I believe he travels.
He's manifested himself a form out of the, what I think the lords have referred to as the blot. It's the life essence of your people.
I point to the sap.
It bears the same signature as the tree, created by the same act of unknown magic that transformed your people and trapped you.
I see. I remember now. The screams, the transformations. Yes, Olivares used the power to transform us.
We think your brother is headed for the tree.
He has essentially the same goal as you, to free the Daorung, or at least what's left of their life essence contained within the tree.
He looks down. and seriously thinks for like a long moment. And what will you do?
I think he's
Magic
right.
wrought this transformation on your people. I am curious if it can be undone.
This needs to end. And if there's any help you can offer, we will do what you need done.
If you truly mean this. He looks over at the book tender. I remember you. And the book tender just kind of like floats up and kind of gets a little close. Yes, I feel like I remember you too. Your pages. They are of the Daurung.
That's why he's bound.
The secrets of my people's magic, the secrets of your lords, are contained within that.
Aw, son of a bitch. We have the translation booklet, and we've been walking around with the books that we need this whole time.
I can't believe Wizrar is the most important NPC in this entire campaign.
And for only $7.99, he can be opened.
The book tender just goes, "That's true. There are no books at the bottom of the library. Because I am those books. This is where I was made."
How in the world did they get permission to make you down here?
Perhaps that was why I was locked away. Pilgrims, I know the books you're looking for, and I know where you can find them, but I may not be there to enjoy them with you, for my pages are blank, but I may know a way to restore them.
Oh?
So, I only ask this. Was I able to make your visit to the library enjoyable?
Oh god. What are you doing to us, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we couldn't have asked for a finer companion.
I like that when you read that one book to me.
Thank you. I hope that you can find more enjoyable pieces of literature. May your journey to Carencia be a good one.
No.
I was just gonna say there are no more enjoyable books than the ones that consisted of your company.
Oh god.
The book tender goes like eye to eye with you, Word, and just gives like a little bow.
I return it.
The book tender floats over to the roots up next to the face on the tree, and its coat begins to flap in the air as it begins to glow as an arcane sigil. Twins appear both on the roots of the tree and on the book tender itself. And it glows, and the winds around you start to pick up as the book tender's head begins to spin, the books revolving rapidly in a blur, and then the coat flashes and shatters into thousands of tiny, dimly lit particles as the three books fall thumping to the floor. The book tender is no more.
No.
Oh.
We've had weeks to get attached.
I collect the remains.
We
of
can
our
bring him
friend.
back, right?
Dude, we can't even read.
No,
maybe I
I'm
should
gonna
collect
add-
the
I'm
roots.
gonna
Oh,
Those
go
were the-
ahead.
That was where the
To
perfect
the-
books for were the ones that could talk. You didn't have to read them.
They could read other books.
So,
And I'll add the translation guide and I'll bring it over.
yes. Now, you find two books that are in common, and one of them is a mixture of common and the symbols that you are able to cross-reference to basically take care of any misunderstandings that you would see. The first one is the journal of Augustine Olivares, entry 3.
Oh boy.
And if you'll bear with me for a moment.
Yeah.
An
Hefty
old
boy.
copy of the first Lord of Elynthi and his founding of the nation. It contains the start of a major conflict between his people and the Daurung. My patience has run out, yet the Prabhath has the nerve to withhold the secrets of the dragon to me and my people. After all, we've done to enrich their lives, their lands. They still refuse to return the kindness. No matter, we are not so helpless, and our superior arcanery will prevail. Several entries over the course of a year recount the long, difficult task Lord Olivares has assigned to his best arcanists, applying various questionably ethical experiments on various people, including his own settlers, as well as the odd Dalrung they had captured, all in efforts to learn the ability to become dragon by their own measure. None seem to have succeeded. All this pain and suffering because the Prabhath could not forego his petty pride enough to share what could be the greatest power the world has ever known, one that could forge a new path for society, for the world. But there is a silver lining. Through these studies, my mages have discovered a brand new form of transmutation unlike anything I've seen before. Thanks to collecting residual arcane essence left at the sites of Dalrung transformation into dragon forms, we were very close to achieving the ability ourselves, only for the subject to be reduced into one of two forms, depending on some slight variation on the spell. The first possibility is the subject is transformed into a condensed bundle of plant fibers akin to that of a young tree. Interestingly, the arcane power within the resulting subject is unfathomable. Usage of the plant fibers as a casting focus, much like a wand or grimoire, proves to be more potent than anything I have seen. The only issue seems to be that it requires very unusual material consumption, that of the very same draconic essence used to create it, be it dirt from the site where their Dalrung transformed, or even some of their treasured belongings. The second and less useful outcome of the spell is the subject is reduced to a black pearlescent syrup-like substance that renders the target seemingly devoid of all thought, reason, and memory of their past self. The subject seems to act purely on base instinct akin to a wild, untrained animal, but also very fragile and easily destroyed by even an untrained fighter. Unfortunately, the changes in both cases appear to be permanent, as nothing seems able to reverse the process. Whatever the case, this is great news, for now we have two extremely useful tools in our arsenal against the Dalrung, were they to stand against us. A powerful deterrent and a way to turn the aftermath into a useful resource for us. The rest, the entry that used to contain the methods and details of the spell have been torn out. Thankfully for you, you have that torn out page.
Oh.
The entry, the rest of the journal details the process of arming Olivares' soldiers with the newly created transmutation spell as he prepares to confront the Dalrung one last time with an ultimatum. Give him the secrets of the dragon, or face the full wrath of his new kingdom, Elynthi.
Oh, God.
So I am recalling that in the dungeon area where we found the ghost guys and we had that memory of the Prabhath, all the guys going to protect the Prabhath, there were dragon scales left on the throne.
Yep.
And I
have
checked
one
my
of them
inventory,
right
but
now.
I do think we did pick some of them up.
I have one.
Right.
Yes.
And if I'm remembering correctly, all my theories have been correct up until now.
Please don't eat it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. At least not
Takes a gun
yet.
from mouth.
So hold on, just to make sure I'm keeping track. So basically, they aren't actually able to turn into dragons. They're basically borrowing parts of the Dalrung to be able to turn into dragons.
So it seems like,
Kind of.
because the
Or
one
did they
question
just
we
find
don't,
a new way to do it that's unnatural?
well,
They've been...
the one thing we don't
Yes.
know is where the first set of dragons came from, because it seems that every dragon we currently have has had their draconicness passed on to them from somebody else. And that's the only thing that the Elynthi mages are capable of doing. People can't ascend to be dragons the way the Dalrung did it, but they can become a dragon if the dragonness is transferred from somebody who was a dragon. So the question is, where did those initial first dragons come from? Were they some kind of other magic we don't know about, or did they take it from Dalrung that had transformed?
Yeah,
and I don't know if we know
to the
that.
best of my knowledge, the Dalrung who undergo like overwhelming spiritual wisdom, like they are able to
Enlightenment.
eventually convert their bodies into becoming dragons because they are, so to speak, one with the world and protectors of the region. And if the people who traveled here either physically cannot get like tapped into the world or were unwilling to try it that way, no one from the Elynthi tribe or whatever you call the previous people that we are was able to achieve that. So I would definitely think that they stole it directly from the Daorung who have already achieved that and are using like a bastardized version of that. I don't know why there are only 5 though. Maybe it was just a at the time thing.
Well, yeah, it seems like 5 is all they could get, and they've been just
Yeah.
very carefully preserving
we
those
do know
lineages.
that they said they turned into like a tree, like a little.
So clearly they had, when they tried to do the spell that should have turned them into a dragon, they didn't make it work, and instead it would either turn people into the blot or the life tree. And they basically were like, okay, we're going to use this as our nuclear deterrent. We're going to use this to make them give us the secrets. And then they used it and turned all the Daorung into either the blot or the life tree, seemingly depending on luck. So
Yeah,
the blot is hostile, whereas the life tree is an inert source of extreme power, because they noticed that the plant fibers work as a casting focus.
We do have 2 other books.
We do have 2 other books.
Yes.
That'll probably
Yeah,
answer
sorry. I
one
just
or
want to make
two
sure.
of those
I just want to
major
make sure I'm
questions.
keeping track. I'm like staying on track.
Up to speed, yeah.
As much as everyone else
Yeah.
is, yeah.
All right. And the second one is the original draft of the War with Deosia.
Which is what we were looking for, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
So, the original copy of the final journal entry of Augustine Olivares, First Lord of Elynthi. After a decade of strife, I have finally removed the Daorung threat to my kingdom. Thanks to a very cooperative band of truth-seers amongst the Cyclops people, they were able to help us recreate the draconic transformation, at least in part. To my frustrations, the imitation goes as far as just being that, an imitation, and is not nearly to the same power and degree of that of the Daorung's transformation. Nevertheless, it proved useful in overpowering their ranks. The battle that truly turned the tide was when we marched towards their greatest stronghold in the central region of their land, where their greatest warriors had all deigned to use their draconic forms to fortify themselves against our siege. Thankfully, our superior arcanists were able to break the defense of the dragons, as well as the rest of the Daorung, and in my first act as Lord of Elynthi, for their transgressions they are to be hence known as DOC. As such, they must face judgment for the misuse of their power. Such power would far better suit my new kingdom, and as such, all DOC whom defied us in that battle were to submit to the Arcanists and be turned into the greatest center of arcane power the world will ever see.
Oh,
With the majority of them dealt with, all that was left was the Praboth himself. The coward was hiding from me for years in fear of showing his face. Perhaps now he will regret his slight against me. The rest of the journal details the process of reconstructing the Daorung lands into the kingdom of Elynthi.
Oh.
And just for fun, how about everybody give me a little bit of a history check?
Yay.
Am I lucky and knowledgeable?
Ha!
I
I've
haven't-
never heard of a Deosia.
Oh, shoot.
I have inspiration for something that I have marked down.
Weirdly, I also have
I
inspiration.
think it's because we slept at that one inn.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't mean
yeah.
to do it twice.
Wait, does that
sorry.
mean we can roll
Dang.
again at advantage?
You may. You may
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I
Come
also
on,
have.
buddy.
I'll let one of you go.
Come on. All right,
Wow.
well, still better than a
No.
natty one.
Think word,
14?
think.
I'm remembering something of advantage.
How do I roll advantage again?
Years I
You
take.
may, yes, because you didn't know you had an inspiration. You may roll another history check.
I marked my inspiration.
What is happening
11 was
today?
the best.
Word,
The
do
loss
you
of
wish
the book
to
tender has us all off our game.
you wish to stick with that roll, or do you want to use your inspiration as well?
No, I don't have any bonuses, so I'll stick with it.
Okay, you know with a 14 that DOC is definitely old Elynthi speak of some kind, and it is derived from, something akin to a higher power. You don't know the direct translation, but it's a word you've heard somewhere before. DOC is some derivative of that.
Okay, so okay, that
Deosia.
makes sense. I'll relay that to the party.
You're so
don't-
learned.
Look, I just keep my ear to the ground, and sometimes I hear people say "DOC," and it sounds powerful.
After you guys finish reading that, the Cyclops speaks again. I was the cause. It was me and my followers. We granted the draconic power. We thought it would stop the fighting.
Truth seer, I take it.
How did
Yes.
you do it?
We are very in touch with the arcane. We bestowed upon another, but at great cost to ourselves. It is akin to giving a blessing or a charm. Those of your mages are very familiar, but it is unique amongst us. Requires spirituality, enlightenment, like the draconic form itself.
You offered great deals of that in vain to your old enemies. Can you offer that to us now?
I'm afraid not, especially not in my current form. I am barely a man now. All that is inside is no longer flesh, but this tree, this wood, and sorrow. However, perhaps there is something you can do. I sense Diosian draconic powers amongst you, however faint.
I'll pull out my... Which one do I have?
I think I have one now, too.
I have Sergei's heart. I'll, take it out.
Oh, he seems as though if he still had working tear ducts, he'd be tearing up. You see deep sorrow on his face. My friend, I had 5 close allies who joined me in blessing Olivares and his people. This is all that's left of them.
I was right again.
Huh.
Oh.
So those
have
friends
Cecilia's
got-
heart.
I have Elias's heart.
I don't think I actually have one.
Well, hold on. You have to have one because we have
I think
4.
you do, because I think we split them up all at one point. Who's
Yeah.
left? Wait, which ones do you have?
I have Pavita's.
Right, yeah, the one that didn't like us.
And that means, Fritz, you have...
No one has Moranzia's.
Yeah, Fritz, you have the
Yeah,
Bull of Nuba Sky. I forget her
Cecilia.
name.
Yeah.
Cecilia.
Cecilia's heart.
Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Those trinkets, they contain their essence. And such essence is given to the tree in tandem. I've heard whispers.
It is
But-
our duty as pilgrims to bring these to the center, the life tree, allegedly to return their power to the tree.
Yes.
Our whole pilgrimage is just recharging iPads.
But they restrain enough that the dragons still retain and recover their power back from the tree through the ambience it provides to the land. However, if perhaps you are caused the tree to decay somehow, these trinkets may have enough essence to serve as some way to drain it.
Drain the tree.
So we can use these like siphons to soak up endless power until the tree dies.
The tree. It is akin to a dragon itself, and must be given its power, hence these trinkets provide. But if it were to be taken, just as power is taken from the trinkets, perhaps you may have the power to destroy it altogether.
How would we do that?
I am unsure. The ritual the Elinthians use is different from the one I and mine did. Perhaps that final book retains those secrets.
Oh, right. The third one.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot there was. I thought we
right.
did the third book
Crack
for some
that
reason.
sucker over.
I put my coffee cup on it. Hold on.
Word, no.
What will
right.
happen to your people if the tree dies?
They'll be free.
Well,
All right.
Augustine at least did not believe the process was reversible. I believe the Daurung may be beyond saving.
But I want them to come back.
Me too.
Even if we can't make them come back, we can at least stop them from being used.
Preserve their memory.
Tell their story.
So now, the final book, The Ritual of the Dragon, for
Ooh.
Lord's
There
you
eyes only. The ritual to transfer of the powers of one dragon to another requires the following. An item of significant emotional attachment to the dragon to be. A fully realized dragon to transfer their power. A branch of the life tree of at least 2 feet long. A carving, drawing, or other material impression of the following symbol onto the surface of which the dragon to be will stand, at the size of approximately 15 to 20 feet across. And the symbol, it has an accompanying illustration, which looks like this.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, we found that earlier. I remember.
Yeah.
Somatic gestures with visual instructions, and a verbal chant in Daurung. Symbols in a foreign language are provided, of which you have the cipher to translate.
Don't mind me just inscribing this into my book of rituals.
Mm-hmm.
I think I took that feat.
Also verbal chants in Daurung as well, which you are able to cross-reference. Pronouncing them is going to be a bit of a struggle. The ritual must be done roughly within 4 hours of the time of day of the dragon-to-be's birth. For instance, if the dragon-to-be was born at dawn, the ritual must be performed at dawn. If the time of birth is unknown, the ritual may be retried at another time. Performing the ritual on someone who does not have the potential to become dragon will not consume the material components, nor cause any adverse side effects on either the subject or the power-granting dragon. Failing the ritual in any other capacity will also not consume any components or cause any side effects.
Question.
Answer.
How long does it take to perform the ritual?
From what it seems like, this could take upwards to an hour. It is a full
Jeez.
ritual.
Okay.
So, roll call. Who here doesn't know the circumstances of their own birth? Including time of day.
Oh,
I don't know if I
fuck.
was.
I would want to say that word
Orphan
would
gang!
actually.
I'm not an orphan. I have a dad and a mom.
I live like a pretty normal life. I mean,
Has to send a quick letter home like, hey,
I
Mom.
have a dad.
I want to
We
say
could
that I was
ask
born
my
at dusk.
mother. She's here, I guess.
Ugh.
Got made fun of for it.
Don't know if she
For
would
you,
remember.
because you're an egg, is it like when you hatched from the egg or when the egg was laid? This is.
I thought we determined that they did live. Didn't we talk about this whether
I-
they did live birth or not?
I don't remember the
can't
biology of that we've decided for Aarakocra.
Sorry for assuming that an egg was involved with the bird people.
Let me Google. Hold on.
You're not. You're not
God.
forgiven.
Fellow hatchling.
Egg
All right,
gang.
raise your hand if you were born from an egg.
But yes, you now know the full procedure of transferring the power of one dragon to another.
Oh boy.
They lay eggs,
Yay.
which
Great.
take 8 months to hatch. They are incubated by females in the elemental plane of air, laying eggs or feeding their young on their only 2 things that motivate Aarakocra to the land.
Wow.
So if we find Pavita,
I'm not. I guess I'm not a full. I'm a subspecies of Aarakocra, but I guess we still lay eggs.
I'm not. I don't. I don't think we want to use the power of the dragon, given what's involved in doing this. Right? I mean, that's. Is there
We don't
some?
want to claim the power of a living dragon, but if the tree is a dragon of itself, this might be the way to weaken it, or even destroy it entirely.
Wait, aren't we supposed to give So with the hearts, we're giving the power back to the dragon, right?
Yes. Well, back to the tree. The
So
purpose
wouldn't
of the
we
ritual.
have to perform the ritual on the tree to turn the tree into a dragon?
Well, I think we're
no, I think-
draining the power from the tree.
Okay,
Yeah,
and that's what
into,
I was confused.
into the
Man
things we have.
indicated that the
Into
tree is already
ourselves.
basic. It functionally, like its object type is dragon, even though it is big tree, which means it would be subject to the ritual as the fully realized dragon in the ingredients list, potentially. And the item of significant emotional attachment could it seems like the hearts that we have contain little motes of power from the initial ritual that created dragons, and Cyclops Man was under the impression that we would be able to use them in a ritual to draw all the power out of the tree and destroy it, question mark?
It sounds like we're gonna end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the power from the tree
But
amongst us.
what happens
turn
if we
into
do
dragons
try
and
to
fly
turn the tree into its own dragon? Let it be its own being.
I don't know
not
if
do
that's
that.
possible.
I think it's more of a power drawing thing as
Right.
as opposed to like the because
Well,
it's
I'm
more of a
just-
transfer of power than like the
I
dragon.
don't. I
Hear
don't
me
like.
out.
See, the thing is, I don't.
Hypothetical.
Oh,
What if we use this ritual to turn that tree into a dragon? Then it's no longer the life tree; it's its own being.
I am not
Separate
sure that's
from
how this
us.
works.
It's not sentient.
I think
I
the
have,
problem
like-
is
Well, we
it's
don't know
already
that.
functional.
I'm just kind of like I'm wondering if we give the Dalrung power back to basically what is the only kind of Dalrung dragon, would it be able to fight it back what happened to itself
at
to
the
be a
ver-
Dalrung dragon again?
At the very least, this ritual is not from the Dalrung. This is it was sort of a transferred, bastardized version of
Yeah.
this
But it's
ritual in
still
some way.
This is the only
originated
ones the
from
Elynthis could get
Dalrung.
working. Yeah.
Clearly,
I'm
these.
theorizing. I just
Right.
I thought it was cool.
I think the important.
I want to give them their
aspects-
life back.
I'm not sure anything can do that.
We
have
we
another
know
question.
that the power that the Dalrung had was transitional in nature, the ability to shape one's form, and clearly that power has remained into the blot from them. And to the extent that there's some sort of power that they've drawn in, maybe they're turning them back is possible, but we're not gonna know unless we are able to take the power of the dragons away from the people who would misuse them. And if the only thing that we
And the tree
only-
isn't from here. It's the tree isn't
Right,
from the
right.
Dalrung. It was brought.
it is the
But
Dalrung.
it is the Dalrung though. So I'm wondering
Right.
if the ritual included
now.
if the ritual included someone from Dalrung, someone who can actually obtain the power, would it become a lot closer? Of course it would never be the same, but would it become a lot closer to what they recreated? If maybe like they're using the Dalrung to turn these people into dragons, but has the Dalrung ever been turned into a dragon with this?
Well,
Is
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
not with this ritual, but
I have a
considering that
question.
the life tree
Do you
is
kind
an
of get what I'm
ingredient.
going at, though? If
I
we,
kind of do.
instead of
The-
them
the
being
problem
an
is-
ingredient, what if they get to be the person who has it? Give them their power back.
I think from what I can see, this ritual deals with the transfer of power as opposed to the transforming of one's form. And
But is
I
it-
think the point that the Cyclops was, I'm sorry, I
But
forget his
I-
name, was trying to make was that we if we're able to drain the power from the tree, we might be able to.
I think
and
okay.
suffer.
There's a little bit of talking in circles happening. I think
I
you
have
want
my
to find a way
question.
to make the tree turn back into people, potentially by using this ritual to turn it from big tree into dragon.
Yeah, I
The
want
problem
to
I'm
see
running into
if,
is that
I'm seeing if
they're
we can return any form of Dalrung power to them. Would they be able to fight off what's been done to themselves?
okay. So the problem is
couldn't the first
from
time.
from Augustine's notes, they found no way to revert the transformation into either the blot or the fibers of the life tree. So if there is a way to do it, we have absolutely no idea where to start on that. And the other problem I'm running into is that in this ritual, there are two possible places where the tree would slot into it, and one of them is the dragon that power is being drawn from, and the other one is the branch of the life tree that is powering the spell. I think that if we tried to do the ritual on it, it would be very difficult to justify slotting it into the role of person we're giving the power to when it is also thing we are drawing the power from. and potentially power source fueling the spell in the first place.
I'll say this as well, though. I know, I mean, to the extent that it does involve the transferring of power, the Proboth told us to meet him at the tree, so perhaps he's there with more blot that maybe we can use to do this same sort of ritual to perhaps give them some of their power back. Maybe that will work, but for...
Can I ask my question?
Yeah,
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. So according to the ritual, we need a sentimental object from the dragon that you are transferring power away from. We don't have something like that for the tree, which is itself a dragon. And I gesture up to Supon's head.
Oh,
Would
God.
this count?
Yeah, I was about to say. He's the... If sounds
Supon
like that.
closes his eye. I would give anything to see the monument of my failure destroyed.
Just to be 100% clear, it's an item of significant emotional attachment for the being that's being turned into the dragon.
Yeah, we could
Not
turn
the
the Proboth
previous
into a dragon.
No, I mean, it's a different...
That is correct,
Yes, I
not the
suppose.
previous dragon.
Yeah,
Dragon to be.
because if that, all the hearts would work,
But
but
the Proboth was a dragon at one point. He would be considered a previous dragon, wouldn't he?
What
And this
Red's
is
trying
his
to get at is
brother.
the item of significance is only important to the person being bestowed the draconic power.
right.
That
So
was my
the
misunderstanding.
guy's head would only be helpful to somebody who cared about him, like the
Yeah.
Proboth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, which I'm arguing if his brother cares about him, he's no longer flesh. He unfortunately is more like an item now.
I guess, can I make some kind of roll? Because I, the player, don't think this is going to work, but
you would
I, the
like me-
character with magical abilities, might have some insight.
Okay, yeah. I was going to
Well, I'm
ask
just
if you
saying,
would
what
like
if we
some...
turned the Proboth into a dragon?
Well, I don't know if we can even do transformational magic
option.
on the blot. I feel like doing magic on the blot is like a thing that people have been trying for ages.
Right, you can give
the
me
more-
an Arcana check.
Oh, boy.
With
But we've
advantage
seen they
from,
have their sentience.
from the
Yeah, the
from
more-
doing research from the books.
Whoops.
And like,
I'm sorry. It rolled at triple advantage for some fucking reason.
that is okay. We'll take the 19. What is it
Okay.
you wish to know?
How malleable do I think this ritual is? Like, how loose is it on the definition of person that the powers of the dragon are being transferred to? Do I think, well, I guess
worthiness.
secondary, do I think that the idea of like transform the tree itself into a form that can actually move around? Like, I've been doing my best to study the tree, even though that's kind of illegal. Like, it seems to me that the tree is basically like magically a radioactive hot zone. I don't know if pouring more magic into it would have any sort of intended effect.
Yes.
But this is just like player me theorizing. Do I think it could work to be transformed, or do I think it has to serve the function of power source in this spell?
From your understanding, you can theorize, you as Lyra, theorize that kind of the ritual being performed to pour power into the tree is probably the method of which they use to revitalize the tree in the first place. And you come to the very educated guess that once you get there, if it weren't for the fact that you guys are discovering all of this, the end of your pilgrimage would have involved you performing the ritual, pouring the dragon's heart's power into the tree.
So if we did that, we would be doing exactly what they want us to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But
there
I'm
do
is...
also
wondering. Well,
I
I'm
want to point
wondering.
out that the Proboth
if
becomes
we-
more sentient the more hearts we collect.
That's true.
I think that was
Yeah, I was curious because is the Proboth the tree, or is he? Is he in
No,
the tree?
he
He's
he
like
didn't get turned
the
into the
opposite
tree.
side
He
of the coin.
when he flipped the coin, he turned into the blot instead.
But I'm curious if we did the ritual and then declared him as dragon.
I think it's worth a try, honestly.
I would say from Lyra, you asked something along those lines too with the blood as well.
Yeah.
With the 19,
How malleable is the definition of person?
I just
with the 19.
Yeah, I just
and,
feel like
yeah. Go
I
on.
don't know. I feel like if we are going to do this, I would want to give any form of power that we. Pretty much, this has been stolen from them. Even though it's a bastardization of what they have now, but it's still formed from what they had.
Yes.
What they were.
So
What if we give it back to them and let them decide what to do with the tree?
I think justice is the only
It's
thing we can give
their
them.
people.
So,
Puts on Batman.
from your studies, Lyra, poring over these tomes that you've discovered here, as well as the studies you've done with your mentor, kind of studying the blot and the tree and knowing their material components. Just as difficult as it would be to adjust the tree because of how deep the arcane power is within it, changing the blot as well would be equally as difficult a feat that would require like basically all the dragon hearts to like actually, you know what, I would say it is uncertain what using the dragon hearts on the blot would do. From what you can tell, it revitalizes the tree, but what does revitalizing the blot mean is unclear.
That's
It'd
true.
probably have a parallel effect, not a positive one.
I mean, yeah, proximity to the hearts makes the Prabhath more sentient, but powering
If he
him up
comes
with
from the same ritual magic that also made the tree, just because he's the opposite side of the coin doesn't mean it would do something good for us or for him. It would do something similar to revitalizing the tree, I think.
I think so the way I'm looking at this is that with the ritual of the dragon as intended, the one variable that we're messing with our current plan is that we would be drawing the draconicness out of the tree itself rather than a fully realized dragon. We have no idea how much power there is in the tree, what form it would take, and because essentially the something that gets transferred in this ritual is the element, the quintessence that allows them to transform into a dragon. We don't know what element is within the tree, only that it plays a role in this ritual. So drawing power out of the tree would probably kill the tree, but we don't know what it would do to the vessel that receives that power. We just have no idea.
With word and work our way down.
So I guess the thing is, like, we don't know if pouring this power into the Prabhath would be good or bad, or if it would just supercharge him, or if it would make him explode. We have absolutely no way of predicting that.
Lake.
Yeah, I will confirm a few things just for clarity's sake. You now know how to drain power from the tree, which will destroy it. What happens to the hearts is up in the air. You do know that bringing the dragon hearts to the tree revitalizes it, but just the same, the tree revitalizing the land goes back into the dragons because the dragons eat and consume and take in the resources from the land, which come from the tree. It's cyclical.
That's like the water cycle with extra steps.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Gotta break the wheel.
Those are confirmations I will give you
in it.
to maybe clear things up.
Right. So the tree is part of a cycle of energy. The energy essentially flows out of the tree into the dragons, and then when it accumulates in the dragons, they give the hearts to the pilgrims. The hearts are brought back to the tree. The tree is recharged, and the energy begins flowing into the land again. And this is supposed to invigorate the land with, like, crop growing and stuff like that. And presumably if it doesn't happen, the implication that we've been taught is that the land itself will die. Which might be possible at this point, considering how vital to the ecosystem the tree has made itself. But certainly was not always the case, because the tree did not used to exist and this place was thriving before that.
That is correct.
So that's interesting. If we drain the power out of the tree and kill the tree, that breaks the cycle of the flow of energy. We don't know what that would do to the living dragons. We don't know what that would do with all the power we pull out of the tree unless we put it somewhere in this modified version of the ritual of the dragon.
There's a chance those dragons might just retain their power for their lifespan and then it's over.
That would be the nice way it plays out, but we don't know. Yeah, okay. I think draining the power out of the tree is the best bet we have. Also, didn't the Cyclops say that, like, we would need to find some way to, like, weaken the tree a little bit before that? Or did I just misinterpret that?
Don't think he said anything about that.
Okay, I think I interpreted one thing as two separate things.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Okay.
It's a lot. Thank you.
Let's,
Thank you guys for
So,
keeping up
I
with
know
it.
what to do.
so we've got the
fantastic
book we need. Are we gonna... Word, can you come over here for a second?
Yeah.
Are we gonna take this guy's head?
Yeah, no, I've got good reason to.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Yeah, I don't want to leave him here, but because he probably... but I also don't know what here and leaving him and what him is. It's all very
Look, Buck,
ethereal at this
even
point.
If our
if we do
plan
fail
succeeds,
in the future, stopping some part of their tracks here would be good. And if they constantly take from this route, we need to take its power. And he wants to be there when we win.
I don't know if he's going to be there, except in a metaphysical sense if you cut off his head first.
I think
he's
emotionally that counts.
He's got to be connected somehow to the life of the tree. Is that gonna work?
It's not going to kill the tree. The life tree doesn't
No,
die that
I'm
easily.
not. I'm talking about killing him or what.
It is almost
we would
certainly
call
going to kill him, yes.
Yeah.
Do you really think that leaving him here, condemning him to a continuation of his sentence for a crime that we are undoing is just?
No, I'm saying that you can go ahead and cut the face off the tree.
Okay.
Oh,
I
don't
think-
phrase it
And
like
I
a
turn
face.
around.
That's much
Yeah,
worse.
why'd you say face?
It looks like a. I mean, it's not. I don't see a neck. You're gonna have to carve the face off of it.
Look,
There's a
we don't need
cranium,
to-
Buck. You just made it gross.
All I'm saying is,
I'm
if
not.
our plan
I didn't
succeeds
make it
and
like that.
if our plan succeeds and we
Supon.
destroy the tree, he won't be trapped here for much longer either way.
I'm not carrying the Cyclops head face. Someone
I
else has to
will.
do that.
Supon.
I can think of no more incriminating thing for us to have in our inventory, aside from these books of incredibly rare state secrets, than the severed head of their
really
great.
good at
We're
hiding
absolutely
things.
incriminated at this point. I don't think we have to.
Lyra,
I
do you
carried a pair of slippers for like 3
do you
weeks. and
actually
guys
want to
didn't
stop
notice.
Word from carving out the head of the Cyclops?
No, but it would be nice to receive confirmation of consent from the Cyclops first.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Talk
I think he kind of said that that's what
Well,
he wanted.
He said, like, I'd do
I'll give
anything
him
to
last words
unmake
and
my
stuff.
thing, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
killing him.
Word?
Supon.
Yes.
You have committed a great crime against your people, and you have suffered dearly for it. But we are here to undo that, and I think it's time your sentence was up. You'll come with us to the tree, in the only manner I think you can travel.
He closes his eye. I understand. Thank you.
All right.
What is your name?
God King Word. And with the closing argument, I will finish his sentence.
I guess
Right.
now we get to find out if he stays dead as a severed head or if he's
Or
if
if
we got
he's
a little
our little-
Mimir
We're
situation going
God
on.
of War
Yeah.
Ragnaroking him around.
You carve out the head of the Cyclops, and there is no fleshy texture to be found. It is all wood and bark, and it's quite easy to carve out as well, almost like he's completely dry and crusty. And when you do,
Oof.
the
Have to pat
facial
out the
features
fire
on
from-
him kind of shrivel like a raisin until
God.
he is half the size that he once was, barely recognizable as a head.
Thank you for making him easier to hide.
And you may add head of a Cyclops to your inventory.
All right.
Is he moving? Is he talking, or do we just have a head?
I will just say, he's dead.
Okay.
Good job, team.
Now
We did it.
I think I'm gonna. Word, you got Blatt a little bit of here. Let me. Son,
Oh, yeah, things.
And now you get some XP, and he drops a few gold and a rare dagger.
Yeah, I gotta look for
Little energy,
his-
energy XP pellets pour out of
Where's
it.
Yeah.
his, like
Plays the little
Minecraft.
Final Fantasy victory fanfare.
There's too many XP orbs, so they're spinning around you for a while.
Ooh.
Now, as you finish with your business, you hear a dreaded familiar voice from the walkway.
Oh, buddy.
And the echoing, distorted sound
Bottleneck.
of the illusion of Ivan, King of the Underthrone.
Uh-oh.
Cuck of the under.
I thought this place was warded against things. Oh, God, he's even
God.
more hideous than I remember.
He's inbred.
Get him off. Get him
I
off the
like how
screen.
every time it's like, is it going to be the most beautiful being you've ever seen, or this fucking guy?
Another head to add to Word's collection.
Yes.
And you hear him speak. Well, Quite the display, I must say, pilgrims. I'm impressed at your ability to find new ways to meddle.
I don't have any words for this guy.
You're
What you've been doing, everything that has led up to this is wrong.
History is in the past. What matters is Elynthi is here now, and all we can do is try and keep it going and protect the people who are here now. The
It's not.
time is
The
over.
company is prospering.
It's not you keeping it going. It's the essence of a people that was genocided in order to protect a country built upon the ruins of what they had before.
They were never meant to be your fuel.
I was afraid you would come to that conclusion. It's a waste of time trying to argue with you. Regardless, if you are on our side, you know too much now. And you've shown time and time again that you cannot be trusted. You will not escape me this time. These two fine gentlemen will see to it personally. Mr. Tahero, Father Omar, if you could do the honors. And the illusion fades as Ivan turns his back and starts to walk away.
We're gonna have to fight Turtle Pope?
Father Omar
Didn't we
puts his hat away
Get our butts kicked?
and pulls out a staff from his coat as several constructs are teleported in, as well as several mages by his side, hovering above the abyss.
He dies first.
And let me just get them all before I go on to the next thing.
Conjurers always go down first. He sucks. Wait, that was an open area?
Yes, so this is like a big...
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry if
I
that
thought those
wasn't
were
clear.
walls.
Yeah, it's a long walkway being flanked by two big open abysses.
They're chasms.
They're chasms, yes. And
Okay.
Push him.
I'm going to go and push the turtle off the cliff.
Onto his back.
I will hit him with my hammer and use my special ability to move him 5 feet in any direction, and there he goes. Oh no!
Why did he
Slippy, slidey
teleport
book.
books in
Oh
here?
god, I didn't see
You
all
know
the shit.
why.
Oh
you know
no.
why. They
And-
slide around.
Sweet baby Jay, what's happening?
And Lord Nicholas Tahero adjusts his kerchief, kneels down, and begins to grow into the dragon of Trevisetta.
Beans.
Wait,
Oh!
so Pavita,
A hulking, spiky beast with a sharp nose and a giant pair of fangs protruding out of the top of his, the top row of his teeth. And
Wait,
just
is Pavita's heart even still gonna work?
yeah. We'll find out.
I don't know if we have time, but we do
All
not
right,
have
first
time to
things
think
first,
about
we
that. I don't
survive,
think.
yeah.
now, as everyone in the room slowly starts to approach you, you hear another voice from the far end of the room.
What?
We killed all
Moranzio.
our friends.
What?
So,
Hey, I thought he couldn't get down
dragons!
here.
So dragons are allowed in here now. I do wish the rules weren't so confusing. Good afternoon, pilgrims. Whatever you did seems to have dropped the charm preventing me from entering, and much as I would love to pore over the tomes in these floors, I can see that you're fighting off a few admirers. I, for one, have experience dealing with annoying suitors, if you'll have me.
We'll have you.
Gladly.
I'll have you.
Lord Tahero just turns around and looks at Moranzio. Stay out of this, boy! I'm sorry, is this old man bothering you, pilgrims?
Has been
Is this
for
old man
a
bothering you,
while.
Queen?
I love this man.
Well then, let us dance, shall we? And Moranzio transforms into a dragon of his own.
Oh, I like him so
he's
much.
cool. He's hot as a dragon.
What? That's just not fair.
Why is
Tahero
he
came
so
out as this
hot?
crusty ass 3.5 blue dragon looking.
And
I hate him.
before,
I hate him.
before we roll for initiative, let's take a little bit of a break.
Oh gosh, there's
Okay.
a lot going on here.
Oh, who can resist? Does Moranzio have 4 eyes as a dragon?
He most certainly does.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
He's got cool
Oh, and he's got
feathers.
wings.
He's got earrings.
Like feather wings.
He's got feathery
He's
wings.
just so
yeah.
cool looking.
But yeah, if we are all ready,
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
roll for initiative,
Fear.
I crit failed.
which you guys did during the break, and I thank you.
We rolled
I didn't
terrible.
roll.
That's okay.
I rolled it.
Fuck,
Okay,
good
we're
news,
on.
everybody.
Wow.
No!
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
Almost as bad as it could have been.
Who's that? Oh,
All right. So, first up, let me just make sure this.
I like that this music is library music.
Yeah, library music too.
Yeah, there was no way we were getting out of this library without a boss fight.
So, first up is going to be the dragons.
No.
Dragons, plural.
Dragons. And they are immediately going to tackle into each other.
Yeah.
And
it's like when you have two cats around. Just on
fly
site.
over this way to bash
instinct.
into over here into the wall, which leaves a big crack into it. Oosh. Thankfully,
Pretty rad.
not in the way of any of you guys. And they just start clawing and biting at each other. And they're going to knock over these pillars, so I'm just going to get rid of them. By the way, these pillars
Yay.
are 10 feet of partial cover. So, yeah, like, so long as you have it between you and, like, a projectile, you will gain +2 to your AC.
Perfect. Okay.
But they start clawing and biting at each other. You can see that from the fangs of Lord Tehero's dragon form, there seeps a little kind of green liquid dripping down as he tries to puncture into Moranzio, but he's able to swipe him out of the way, bashing his head against the wall. They're
Oh, it's
duking it
fucking
out.
poisonous.
Buck,
Or maybe acid. We can't assume.
you're up first.
I am going to rage. Oh, heck yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
So, let's see. An intangible spear, which looks like a flump for a pixie. I know we did this earlier, and I think I made the little
It's
pixies
little word.
look like. I think I made them look like little words.
Yeah, I still have the pictures of that. I'll send them.
Oh, yeah, I drew one of them, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Father, why?
As I do that, I'm gonna turn to the rest of them and be like,
The turtle's mine.
and I'm gonna run over to him.
Aye, aye,
Why
Captain.
do you get him?
Oh well, hold on, let me. Will he tried to kill my friend Terrellin? Within 30 feet of you. So,
Oh, I forgot about Terrellin.
Spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity.
I think you can
If
get
you
it.
want,
Yes.
I'll allow you to do that, like, after you get within range of him.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Like, I'll say
well
that
then-
you run and rage at simultaneously.
So I'll run here, rage, and then I'll place a. Can I place a little word here by this guy?
Yes, I'll put a little word. That's easy. I just asked Logan.
You gotta
to
make him tiny.
There we
Yeah.
Name them Turd.
Can you make him any smaller? Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Don't talk to me and my son
lizard.
ever again.
And then I'm gonna attack the turtle recklessly.
Okay.
Are these guys on like magic carpets or something?
No, they're just flying.
And that's 18 plus.
Now, here's what happens.
Oh, how saucy.
You go to strike at Father Omar, who's just standing there, holding his staff as if it were a cane propping him up, and you go and boosh! A large barrier just encapsulates him as like a sphere, and you can see very briefly that there are ethereal chains connecting the barrier to the 4 mages floating around him.
Ah.
Okay.
Rude, I tell you.
A little bit misplaced, my boy.
I'm not going to respond to him, but I will end my turn where I am, I suppose. It says at the end of the current turn. I don't know if it's the end of like the turn order, or which I think is how that works, or is the end of my turn.
Of the current turn. I don't know what that means, because usually it'll say like at the end of the round, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. So maybe it's just the end of my turn.
Yeah, end of your turn.
So it'll explode. Has to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm trying to look at I think it's 13 is my.
13. Ooh, he super fails. Okay, roll that D6. As the tiny word shows up, just kind of latched onto his foot, just like, and
Nice.
explodes, just kind of ruffling this guy and like bursting off a piece of the mage armor. Boosh.
And I will end my turn here.
Okay. Next are the constructs, the iron golem's turns. And this one is going to stomp, 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 stomp over here. And it is going to swipe at Fritz with a big iron sword. Yes, it strikes you with its large metal blade, and you are going to take 10 slashing damage as it strikes down. And make a strength save.
Okay, I'm not a very strength guy.
Ooh, you are fine. You're able to hold your ground as the heavy blade almost sends you flying, but you're fine. This one, meanwhile, boom, 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 is going to come over here and do the same thing to Word. Oh. What is that?
I have to make a strength save.
It needs to hit you first, which it doesn't. You are able to dodge out of the way as it slams into the ground, sending pieces of dirt and debris around as it cracks.
Jesus.
Word, your turn.
Okay. Oh boy. I think it's probably in my best interest to start with some negotiation, so I'm going to circle around this guy and poke him. I think, I get sneak attack even if I don't have disadvantage because Layra is
Yes,
with it.
that
We're
is
flanking.
I think that's how that works.
Oh, I love
And you're
flanking.
flanking, so
It's the
that'll be a
best.
+2.
Okay, cool. Wrong one. Bam.
Yeah, that'll
Oh,
hit.
shoot.
Ooh, all right. You pierce a good part of the armor, and this thing is not as sturdy as it looks, as you get it pretty close to falling apart.
Wow. Okay. Then I will use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Scoot. Like, I shouldn't be there, but that's where I am.
All right. Next, Father Omar and his mage's turns. Father Omar is going to kind of whisk his cane around, and he points it at you, Buck, directly at you, and you see a bright red light, and he's going to cast Fear. So,
Okay.
you need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Ooh.
Not to be
I
a
think as
teacher, we
a-
have homework. You're raging, so
Oh,
Yeah, I'm because I'm. I think I'm immune to fear.
if you have
Oh.
mindless rage, I think you're immune to being afraid or charmed when you're raging.
I'm looking through my stuff here. Danger sense. Maybe I don't have.
If you're at 6th level, you can't be charmed or frightened while raging.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm looking through my features and stuff, and I don't see it in there.
I'm just
but
looking
I
on
tried-
Roll20 here.
Oh, that's interesting. If you are charmed or frightened, it nullifies it only for the duration.
Yeah, mindless rage. Beginning at 6th level, you can't be charmed or frightened while raging. If you are charmed or frightened when you enter your rage, the effect is suspended for the duration of the rage.
Is that for all barbarians?
That is
Seems to
Path,
be.
Path of
That's a
the
classic.
Berserker.
Wait.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it?
that's that might be just for a Path of Berserker barbarian,
Oh, no, really?
which I am not.
Ah,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so I think I can be made fearful.
beans, all right.
I've been made a fool.
That is
I was like, I did the same thing. I was like, I think I'm remembering something. I'm beginning to remember, but no, yeah,
Thinking.
I think I can be made fearful from everything I can see.
Frightened.
What might I make?
Wisdom 15.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Whoa!
fine.
Woo,
He points the
never
cane
mind.
at you, then he looks at it, he shakes it around like it's broken, and he just...
What's wrong with this damn thing?
Dang diggity stick.
And the mages are going to stay as they are, and they're going to fire quite a few fire bolts at you. Boosh. Oh, dodge. Oh, dodge. Oh my god, Buck. Okay, one hits. It fires through. Phew, phew, phew. As you dodge 3 of them, and one catches you just a little wide, as you take 9 fire damage from a straight
Is that,
fire
oh,
bolt.
fine. Okay. All right. Cool.
Next are the detention drones. This one, the water one, is going to come up to this iron golem, and you can see it crawls up on it, and it starts to repair it. You can see it
Hey.
placing pieces
Hey.
onto the iron golem. And it is out of danger range. And this one is going to do the same. Actually, no, it's going to dash to latch on, but it doesn't have its action to repair it. This one, meanwhile, is going to come over here. And it is going to use its wind power to throw some books. What books are around? None, so it doesn't actually do anything.
Haha.
This one
What an idiot.
You fool.
is also going to come this way and start to encircle you guys. Fritz, your turn.
All right, summon beast.
Summon beast.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I don't remember the moveset. of summon
Bestial
beast.
spirit. What form
Oh yeah,
does
it's
it
these
take?
things.
I can make it whatever I want, right?
Pretty much.
It can be air, land, or water, basically. It can have a fly speed or a swim speed if you want.
Kind of.
I wanted to have a fly speed here. So something that flies. Lyra, give me an idea. What is cool that flies?
Smaller you.
No, I'm not.
Many
I'm not
versions
having
of
a
each
chat.
of us.
Small word with wings.
You know what?
A word
A
army.
flying snake.
I don't
a
think I could
swarm of
summon
We're
a
in a very
dragon.
stressful situation, all right? I
I
can't be
don't
expected
think
to
I
be
could
creative.
summon a dragon.
Just a little one.
I don't. Do little dragons
Locust.
exist?
So this
Yes.
is just the visual, you know? Like visually
Yeah,
it can
fuck
be
it.
whatever you want.
I'm summoning a little dragon. I'm joining the dragons.
Yay!
All
There's
right.
those
You
little
summon a
fey
little
dragons,
dragon.
I think they're called.
Alright, I'm double checking. So, okay. I can do flyby because it has its own action and bonus action, doesn't it?
Oh, that's right. You did use this before. I remember.
I forget. It's been a while since I've used my beast, but
I know
remember
I've
it
used
being
this
pretty
before, but it's been a little while.
cool. Yeah.
okay.
It has its own action and bonus action,
Okay.
doesn't it?
We'll
Or
just
does
say
have
that it
one
goes
action?
right after you on initiative. So after you've
It's
done
like its
your
own
thing.
little guy.
Yeah, little guy.
Okay, that was my action, and then as a bonus action, I am going to. Where is it? It has a name. I forget what it was called. Planar Warrior. I'm gonna point at the guy in front of me, and in particular, I'm gonna do next extra damage to him next
All
turn.
right. Put a little mark on.
The this one.
Okay. Next time you attack him, you'll
I can't move because of his reach, right?
no. That will proc an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. But as long as I stay, how many feet is his reach? I'm allowed to know.
Yeah, 10.
10? As long as I stay 10 feet. I'm gonna move here, which
Yeah, you can
means
move around
I'm
him.
still 10 feet. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. That's 15. I was gonna see if I could suspend myself, but yeah. I'll move here. And that's my turn done.
All right, and your little beast. What do you want your beast to do?
Okay, I don't fully understand how these beasts work, so this will be a bit interesting.
So, the flying beast, you
Fly
chose a
60.
flying one, right?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It doesn't provoke
Fly
attacks of
60 feet.
opportunity when it flies out of an enemy's reach, so you can send it anywhere.
Yep, it is flying, and I'm going to. It only really knows flyby or multi-attack and more. Okay. I'm gonna do flyby.
Flyby, I think that's just a constant thing.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
just
cool,
attack.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, you
okay.
can just attack.
The beast makes a number
Well,
of attacks
so-
that equal half this.
So it basically attacks once, because you cast it at level 2.
Okay. I would like to do multi-attack twice then on this one guy.
Okay.
I think you can only do it once.
Actually-
Half the spell's
It
level
doesn't say
rounded,
anything.
equal to half the spell's level rounded down. You cast it at level 2, right?
Yes.
So,
So
half,
it gets-
half the
it
spell's
attacks
level
once.
is
So
1. Yeah.
one.
If you cast it at level 4, it could attack twice. That's what the
Oh,
multi-attack is for.
Okay, I was misunderstanding.
That's
Okay,
okay.
all good.
sorry, I'm learning this thing.
These things are still very useful. so.
Then, yeah, attack that guy.
And then flyby means that you can just move it out of range afterwards and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Woo!
Yes, that is
Nice.
going to hit. And your damage is going. We're going to take that 6 that you
1d8
rolled,
plus 4, yeah.
that you rolled earlier. And,
Plus the spell's level, so it's actually 1d8 plus 6.
Oh, okay. So then that is.
Oh, never mind. /R1D.
I apologize to the editor for my sickness.
1D8.
He's sneezing.
Plus.
What
did you say it was 6?
Plus
He's
6.
doing a sneeze.
Did you say it was +6?
Yes.
Yeah, because it says 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. Nice.
Okay, that is a good hit.
Ooh.
Yes, you rip like a chunk off of this iron golem's like iron. And where do you want to bring it?
I'm
Maybe
gonna
try
bring
and-
it. It has 60
These guys
feet
we need to
movement.
take care of at some point. I really can't take care
Yeah,
of
the
them.
ones that are repairing. The
Well, I'm
repairing
just gonna
ones, or
shoot
you
it
want me to go
over.
after the Oh, do you want me to go after the mages for you?
Yeah, mages need to die.
Because
Yeah.
I can't get to this
We
dude
have a
until-
limited number of ranged people, so.
I can.
That's
I could
why
have him
I-
zip all the way over.
Right, it's got a flying speed
Yeah.
of 30, so you want to go like the full length as close as you can.
Oh, I thought it said 60. My
Did it?
bad.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh yeah, 60 flying speed. Yeah, never mind. You can get up right next to it.
Wow.
Yep. All right, little guy. I can't
no
move him,
opportunity.
but you
There?
saw it. Yeah.
Is that good?
There. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yep. Your little tiny dragon
Yeah.
flies up next to the mage, and he looks very surprised.
word.
What is this?
What is this?
Tiny
I don't
dragons
think you
keep
can
appearing
do
next
it.
to him.
How could this be?
I don't think you can do anything else now. It's kind of just an
No,
attack
it's just
and then
attack.
movement, right?
One exploded in
that'll
front
do.
of him 2 seconds ago.
Now, Layra, your turn.
Hello. I would like to cast Call Lightning.
Whoa! What you've been saving it
So
for?
I'm
there was a-
targeting this spot for my. Oh, hold on. As I was saying, I'm targeting this spot for my free lightning bolt I
Nice.
get with So
Right.
there we go. It finally came through.
Good.
Wow, that's a lot of. No, that's correct, I guess. Hold on. 3d10 lightning damage to that area.
3d10. All right.
I'm assuming because this room has kind of like a high ceiling because it
Yes,
needs to
it's
accommodate
very
a 10-foot
tall.
clap.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought so, but I wanted to be sure. So it can fit
Yep.
the 10-foot tall, 60-foot radius cloud centered on me.
Oh my god. Okay, so in this one lightning zap, you bring the iron golem back down to its knees as Word had it before it got repaired, and this detention drone that has been attuned to water just boosh explodes.
So it's susceptible to lightning damage. Cool.
And this fire detention drone is also close to being destroyed as well. They all failed.
Very nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm good right where I am, actually. Let's see, that was my action. For my bonus action, I'm going to, nobody's too bad, but it'd be nice if nobody went down quick. I'm gonna put a Bomb of the Summer Court 1d6 into Fritz, because they took a hit. So that
Thank
you heal, only 2 hit points, but you do gain 1 temp HP.
Nice.
One.
One.
HP.
Yeah, it's only 1
Nice.
per die I spend.
All right. Next are the dragon's turns. They continue to duke it out as Tahero grabs, just bashes his body against Maranzio into the side of the wall. The crack gets bigger and bigger, and one more tackle as he pushes both of them outside, and the wall opens up. Boosh, revealing a bright light of the outside into the room.
Whoa.
And in also leaks a bunch of arcane energy from being so close to the root of the life tree.
Oh, I knew
They
it.
take the fight outside.
Oh.
Ooh. And you hear the roars and scratching and thunderous, loud bursts of energy as they fight.
How
Buck,
is there sunlight if we're 600 floors down?
Oh,
the
it's
area
because
down
of the
here is
tree.
completely open
okay.
because
Yeah.
the whole place under the city is hollowed out.
Okay.
I'll turn to Omar. I'll be back, and then I'm gonna
Run over and interpose myself between Fritz and these things, and I'm gonna attack
You hit-
Reckless. What?
You hit him with the "I'll deal with you later."
I can't deal with you.
I'm worried about these puddles of arcane wooftiness.
I'm not gonna step in the
I want to step
wolfiness.
on one.
I don't think I'm gonna try and attack the. I'll hit the security drone first, and I'm definitely gonna attack recklessly. Hold on.
Ooh.
So that's 14.
14. Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Just want to make sure. Sorry, I'm like looking at my stuff. Yes, I think that's correct. Yes, yeah, sorry, that's correct. 14.
Okay. Yes, and you hit the detention drone, and it just like springs fly out, and gears fall, and you crack quite a bit of it.
I'll hit it again.
Okay, let's see it. Boosh! Smashed like a toy. It explodes.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to place a word. I don't think. Damn it! I tried to do something. Can you see it, Joe? What I tried to do? It's not showing on my screen.
No, it's not showing
Oh,
on mine either.
dang! I tried to upload a little mini word thing,
Tragic.
but I don't know if I have any.
No,
I
unfortunately,
guess
you
I don't have. I guess I don't have
place something.
permissions. Dang. All right, I'll put one. I don't know if you can place one there for me.
Yeah, where?
I must not. Right here.
Okay.
Yes, take them out.
I assume right there, and it's gonna explode.
Go, my brother.
Yeah, it will explode.
Okay, it will explode. Roll your damage.
DC, it's DC 13. If they succeed on it, they don't take the damage.
Okay, DC 13. What is the roll again?
Constitution, I believe.
Constitution.
Just scroll back up. Yeah, I think it's con save.
Constitution.
It is no, it's a dex save.
Dex save.
Oh,
Okay,
even
I'm gonna
better.
have to re-roll this.
Sorry.
That is okay. The golem makes it, and the drone makes it, unfortunately, as the little word just like, hey, I'm a little word. Poof.
I love that it can talk.
Hey, it's me.
Bow down to the God King.
Avenge me.
I'm not making it do this.
I explode
I
of my own
can't
volition.
control.
Believe me, I'm trying to make it not appear as word.
Hey, you know what they say
I
about
don't-
wild magic? It does what it
I
wants.
don't want this.
I don't want this. Get this out of here.
Next are the construct's turns, and
Oh,
Lyra
no.
and Word, both of you need to make me dexterity saving throws as the fire detention drone heats itself up, burning and singeing the things around you, including you.
Oh boy.
Hiya.
How's
Whoa.
a tasty 5 do ya?
A tasty 5. So Word, because of
Call
your
that a
evasion, you're gonna take no damage. Right? That's
Expert dodging. Yes.
yeah. Okay. But Lyra, unfortunately, you are going to take.
I might have even had
Whopping.
advantage on that, but whatever.
You are going to take 22 fire damage.
What?
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to make
How
a
much?
concentration check, is what you're
22.
saying.
22. Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
But that is going to be its action. It doesn't spend the turn repairing the iron golem.
Okay, that's good. Remind me, a concentration check is just a con save, right?
Con save either. So because it did 22, you need to beat an 11.
Okay, let's see if I can.
It is
Yes! Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
I
It is-
did not want to have to recast that.
It's half the damage or a 10, whichever one's higher.
Okay, cool.
The iron golem, on the other hand,
Oh, beans.
all beans. It's gonna take a swipe at you.
Beans.
Okay, you got lucky. It went a little bit wide. You ducked out of the way.
Phew.
I see that this golem is in a little bit of the. I see a bit of a puddle back there. Is that doing anything to him?
Not to the golem, no.
Okay.
Oddly specific.
What do you mean?
Not to the golem.
What do you
eh?
mean?
It's not to the golem.
So I'll be
eh?
fine if
Not
I step
from
in the
a
arcane
Jedi.
power.
It is going to, seeing that there are two targets, it is going to stomp, causing a shockwave in front of it. Both Fritz and Buck are going to need to make Constitution saving throws.
Don't think I make that with advantage for raging.
Ugh. Yeah, I can't argue Dex here. If it's con, it's con.
So, Fritz, you fall prone to the ground and are shaken up by the like a mini earthquake, and you are going to
I knew I should have
take-
fucking started flying.
You're going to take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Good
And
lord.
No.
It's a hell of a twisted ankle.
Buck,
Am I taking
I am-
damage?
you are going to take half, which would be 7 halved again, which is 3.
What the fuck?
You should have just been a barbarian, Fritz. That would have been made a lot easier.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Next party comp, all barbarians.
Heck yeah.
This
Who
detention
cares if we
throw-
can't hit anything at ranged? It's fine.
Yeah, this would have been a hard fight.
Nah, the real pro strat would just be to have one barbarian throw the barbarian at the other guy.
This
Yo,
detention
fastball
drone
special it up.
is also going to latch on to this iron golem and prepare an action for something that happens on not its turn.
Did anything happen when it stepped through the goop?
No.
Is this goop? Is that a like, or what is this?
So what you see is kind of it does kind of look like a goop, like a very thin liquid that is glowing with arcane energy. You've seen like, you know what arcane looks like, you know, and this definitely looks like arcane, whatever it is that's seeped in from the outside.
I give it even odds it either hurts us or regains our spell slots.
Rush.
I'm
Never
going to
tell me the
use
odds. I'm the gambling character.
All right,
my
yeah.
bonus action to hide.
Yes,
and
you
then
are
I
hidden.
will take a pot shot at this little cuckold of a wizard.
You may
Whoa.
roll with advantage.
Interesting thing
Personal.
that you've decided for him to be.
Look, he's been summoned by a turtle we don't like. I'll call him whatever I want.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh my god, you snipe him out of the sky in one
He's
shot. Just foosh straight through the helmet, and he just falls into the abyss. And Father Omar is like, "What? Would it? Oh, that little rat!"
He's a lizard, for your information.
Not a rat.
You're both reptiles. You might be related.
That does break me out of my relative hiding, but I'm under half cover, and I have a bonus action next turn. That is everything I can do.
Okay.
Let's kill that, whatever he was.
Kill that,
Okay,
that guy.
and
Kill that guy.
Kill that guy.
Father Omar's turn. He points in your direction word at the pillar that you're hiding behind.
Oh no.
Kill the rat. And the
Excuse me.
mages are gonna get in formation.
Uh-oh.
Come on, mages.
In a form of
Let's get in
Megazord.
Don't have mage solidarity with them.
And they are going to
We're
start
fighting them right now.
pelting this pillar with let's see. I had the spell just now.
Magic missile.
Just don't
Magic
say
missile.
Magic missile. Yeah,
Magic
don't
missile.
say that one.
It just hit tracks around the pillar.
No.
Scorching ray, that's it.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, that's right.
There
Sorry.
we go. I had to
That's
control
I've never
F.
played a pure caster.
That's okay. Scorching rays as a flurry, a barrage of them just go into that pillar. And let's see how many are able to catch you by the toes.
Oh, the toesies.
That's where his power comes from.
That is
Not
little
my toesies.
toesies.
That's my balance.
Have you no mercy?
For the toesy.
Okay, the scorching rays. All right, 3 of them managed to come through, so like 1 each.
Ooh.
And you are going to take 17 fire damage.
Ooh. You still up, bud?
I'll use my reaction to cut the biggest of those. in
Okay,
half,
the
or
biggest
just-
one is a 7, so that's going to cut that into a 3. So,
Nice.
So
13.
Highly
Yeah,
efficient.
13.
Woof. All right. Ow.
And Father Omar
dropping
is going to
Oh.
Misty Step over here,
Wow.
and
Oh,
he
you jerk.
runs on over to one of the arcane puddles.
Oh no, it was good. Like,
Oh, goody. I'm right
And-
next to a bunch of them.
You see it kind of seep into his legs and up his body, and he just breathes in. And he straightens his back. That's the stuff. And he is also going. No, he's No, he's not, because all he can do is cantrips, and there's nothing that he's going to use as a cantrip now.
All he can do is cantrips, you say?
He did a
because
bony
he
action.
misty stepped.
he did a spell bony
Oh,
action.
I see.
Fritz, your turn.
Okay. I am going to shoot a bolt into this guy.
Okay. Ooh, yes. That does a decent chunk of damage, taking off another decent amount of health.
And I have
off
another attack,
You
right?
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a bonus on the little creature. Do my plainial warrior thing.
Oh wait,
behind on
roll
the
the
creature.
planar warrior for the Iron Golem because you had it on him this whole
Oh
time.
right, yes, I forgot. Bonus. I did it last. As an action, choose a creature within 30 feet. The next hit on the creature turns into a weapon attack. All damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage. Okay.
1d8. Nice.
Okay, it's getting real close with that, but you do have your bonus action, and you want to put your thing on this guy now.
Yep, and then I was. Should I shoot the golem or should I shoot the little fellow? I'll shoot the golem again and prepare him for next round.
Fire at the golem again. Ooh, that is just enough as the golem falls to pieces and falls apart and... Wait, no, this guy prepared his reaction.
Oh?
He saves the golem. The detention drone is able to heal it up just enough that it doesn't fall apart. It is repairing the iron golem, and that was its reaction. Because remember, it didn't take an action on its turn. It prepared it.
Right. Clever.
So I still can't move.
Without taking an attack of opportunity, no.
Okay, that's fine.
But you can get up. Like, you can stand up and use half your movement.
Yeah.
I am going to move because that's still 10 feet, 1 over. I just don't want to be in this
If
guy's
you go,
thing.
yeah, you're still within
Like that.
range and won't provoke an attack of opportunity there. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That is me done. Oh, I guess
your little
yeah,
flying
your little
guy gets
fly
his
guy.
turn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Alright, fly guy.
Fly guy.
Dude, I could have him come over and just fuck this guy.
Finish it off.
Please, yes, coup de
Good.
grace.
Okay, because he doesn't provide attack of opportunity. So
Yes.
let's go over.
Spell
I'll
attack.
Pull up his set. Yeah.
1d20
Spell
plus
attack. Does
5.
it? If that hits.
Ooh, no, it just pings off. Wait, yeah, that's your d20. Yeah, it just pings off of the armor, unfortunately.
Aw.
Damn.
But you do have another
Okay,
20
well, little
movement.
guy. Yeah. I'm gonna move him out of there again. There you go.
Now it's
And I'm
Lyra's
just
turn.
going in and out.
All right. Second lightning bolt.
Second lightning bolt. You don't want to move
Levy
at all?
chest. I'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
If I can kill this thing first, it would be nice because then I won't be in a danger of an opportunity attack. Let me just. Where the hell am I hiding
lightning
it?
bolt damage.
I'm working on it. There it is. Yeesh. Okay. Pachoo.
Pichu.
Oh, that was almost real bad, but it was actually real good.
Oh, it doesn't matter if they save
Whoa.
this one. They both get zapped to smithereens.
Pachoo.
They explode.
Okay, dust myself off. For my bonus action, I'm going to shift and give myself 10 temp HP and also increase my speed. So I look slightly more cat-like. Let me just drop that in there. Okay, and then having seen Father Omar be all like, ah, yes, the power, I'm just gonna be like, huh, okay. And boop. What does it do to me, boss?
Okay. First, you step in, and the arcane power is immense, almost overwhelming. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, goody. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, no,
okay.
it all went wrong.
Nothing.
Okay. The arcane power seeps into you. Your eyes glow with energy. Your next damaging spell, you may roll twice the dice.
Really?
Damage.
Oh,
That's good
you
for us.
shouldn't
Not-
have, DM.
Not good for him, for that Omar's in there.
All right. Cool.
Oh, I might die. I might die.
No, he'll be fine.
Feeling the direct essence of the tree flowing into you and the power that it brings. Buck, your turn.
I'm gonna smack the guy right here.
I'm gonna smack at the guy. Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and smack at the
do-
guy.
I do a little bit of a guy smack right here.
You could say I'm good at the smacking
16.
of
16 on the guy.
16 on the guy is gonna bring him down.
the guys. Yeah.
I'ma hop up and I'ma move over here and I'm gonna smack at the little creature.
Smack at the little creature.
The smack it a boy.
Oh, that's gonna do a
It's
big,
really-
bigger hit under the creature, but it's not quite enough.
Because I still have the
You're
bludgeoning.
gonna put a little
perk that-
word.
Oh no! Well, yeah. Well, I can move him 5 feet because I hit him with a bludgeoning damage.
okay.
Can I move him into the juice? Or he already was in there and nothing.
Yeah, the juice didn't do
the
anything
juice
to him,
didn't do
but
anything.
Well, I still will move him into the juice.
Okay.
And then I don't know what will happen if I do this, but can I place the word in the juice next to him?
Okay.
turbocharge him.
Placing the word into the juice. Now, what does it say about the? Is it just an illusion of it? Like, what is it?
Hold on.
No,
let
it's
me-
a spirit.
It does
It's a spirit.
explode, so it's got to
You
have
summon-
some
It's-
juice.
I summon a what thing? Hold on, I gotta scroll back up to find it.
is a summon.
An intangible spirit,
Okay, then
which looks like a flump or a
then
pixie.
no,
or-
it does not suck
Forward.
up the juice, unfortunately.
Okay.
No.
Dang. He's like, nah, I can't suck up the juice, and then he
But I'm
explodes.
thirsty. Oh, but this makes me so mad. I just want to.
And then so he still has to make a DC 13.
Okay, DC 13.
Dex, DC 13 Dex.
And he fails. All right, let's see if this little tiny word will finish him off.
6.
Yeah, boosh, explode, and the
Yeah,
word
know
explodes.
MVP.
MVP. Little word.
I'm over here though.
Littler word.
Next,
Your acolytes.
Okay.
the golems, which are dead, so they're
Acolytes.
gone. Word, your turn.
Extensions of myself. Yes. Kill more wizards. Gonna go ahead and make that stealth check first,
Oh, yes,
Ooh.
hidden.
and then launch one at the next nearest boy.
Destroy the boy.
Ooh, another one
Wow.
shot, one kill, just picking them off.
I'm
Do.
good at everything.
Another one
Father
faster.
Omar, you're next. After the other two.
All right.
Yeah, I'll run over here too. I'll stand on top of these books.
Okay.
Just put yourself in a perilous situation for no reason.
This was it. Oh, I'll fall. Over.
Ah!
I will go prone. Using my turtle cloak,
Nice.
I'll slip on them books.
Father
was
Omar
part of the plan.
calls out to his mages, "To me, servants!" And this one is going to come up to him and is going to cast Enlarge. He's a big turtle now.
Uh-oh.
And
Oop. Coward.
This-
Gamera is friend to children.
this one
Does Buck have another
to-
potion? We could do Buck words.
Let's see. There's not enough space to come over here. So it's going to come over here. And it is going to cast Shatter on all three of you, Fritz, Layra, and Word. You need to
No,
make-
but the juice.
But the juice!
It's loose.
Not the purple stuff.
That's Constitution. save,
Yes,
right?
another Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ugh.
Ooh. And Fritz, you as well?
Constitution save.
Do I make one too?
I'm so
No, you're
I'm
not
so
within
good
the
at
range.
those.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
actually pretty good at those.
So, Word, your evasion is only for dex saves, yeah?
Yeah, no, this.
Okay,
this is-
so Word and Fritz, you guys are going to take 10 thunder damage.
Okay.
So Layra,
Oof,
you're going to
okay.
take 5.
What? Don't I take double that because I
Oh
failed
wait,
my
no,
check?
it's my mistake. Sorry. Fritz and Word, you take 5. Layra, you take 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
I was like bracing myself for 20 damage.
My mistake. I read it backwards.
Oh, good. Oh, and let me make my concentration
Concentration.
check on. Oh, come on. It'll be so cool.
I have something
boy.
special for Father Omar, and Buck, you might be able to deliver it. I have a festering tummy bomb in my pocket. Has his name on it.
What do you want me to
Okay.
do? Shove it into him?
Yes,
As-
yes, that big snapping turtle mouth.
As for Father Omar, he points a decrepit finger at you, Buck, hidden from under his cloak, and he is going to cast Blight on you.
Okay.
Whoa.
No.
Where is it? Come on.
Is that a charisma save?
That is a Constitution
What is it?
save.
Okay.
And you can see the arcane essence flowing through his body, up his hand, out his finger. And
17.
You do make the save. However, you are still going to take 23 necrotic damage.
Is it necrotic?
As you feel the moisture in your body just dissipate and evaporate. You are parched suddenly.
Dang, if I had failed that.
And
Jeez.
He's-
What was that,
Yeah.
46? I would have definitely been down.
I will say that the puddle where he once was is now gone, and he's gonna run on over to the next one.
Oh, you get back here.
So I'm gonna mark that as that puddle is gone.
Does each square count as its own puddle?
Yes.
Good.
Fritz, your turn.
All right. Oh.
Father Omar is still shielded. We need to take down the flying mages still.
So there's a guy there. Bonus action. This fellow with the planar warrior, and
Planar
we're gonna
warrior.
do a pew pew.
Pew pew.
Double. Just
Show me that
at
pew pew.
him.
Ooh. Okay, so the first one hits. Let me see the planar warrior damage. The D8.
Gosh, 28. Oh, that's not a slash. That's a dot.
Okay, good. That does a decent chunk of damage, and it haggers the mage pretty harshly. Well done.
Is
That's-
he? Do you have to concentrate on enlarge, or is that like cast and forget it?
I think it's cast and
I
forget.
think it's cast and forget. Yeah, I think so too. Let me just look.
Oh, the little creatures are done. So I'm gonna move.
Yeah, it isn't. Oh, it is a
It is
concentration.
it is concentration,
Okay,
yeah.
so my
Ooh.
mistake. I'm gonna need this guy to roll then. Okay, it stays on.
And you have your little guy, Fritz.
Yep, I'm just moving. I was just deciding where to move. I'm gonna move up here.
All right,
And little guy,
little guy.
little fella, Noom.
Noom.
You know exactly who he's going
Destroy.
Consume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
hit. Let me see the damage.
It's, what is it? 1d8 plus 6.
1d8
Yes.
plus 6.
for. On the plus 6, yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that'll take care of him as he falls into the abyss. The dragon
Woo.
claws his eyes out.
Okay.
Father Omar gets reduced back to
then-
his original size.
I want to move him back over. I want to move him like to the side.
Does he have enough movement? Because you already
He moved
him.
about
Yeah.
like
Oh,
20
hold on.
feet, right?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean
20.
to do that.
Oh,
He
So
moved.
that
Oh, I
gives
see.
me
Yeah. Didn't mean to make
30
a,
more
I
feet.
was trying to measure.
Wait, no, that gives me 40 more feet. Yeah, there. That's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Laferina.
would have been really nice if we could have taken down the mage before it got to my turn. But that's okay.
You need one big hit to take down the mage, maybe, if you can.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, whatever. What's the point of having these spell slots, right? If I'm not going to use them, I will once again cast Call Lightning.
Right.
Third level still. And I'm going to target the guy that's just south of me. And since this is doubled, do I just roll
Whoa.
again?
Ooh.
Like, I feel like he's going to explode
Let
no
me
matter
see
what.
if he even makes the save.
Is there a save? I
How
keep
much
forgetting.
Viscera?
Yeah, Dex save.
Maybe a
Dex save.
And they take half of all this damage if they
This is a
succeed.
27. Even if he did make the save,
Cast
he's
remove.
dead. he does the like cartoony like posing with like the lightning.
See his skeleton.
yeah, you see his skeleton. And he just
Cast
there was
remove.
no way he was surviving that.
Great. All right. I set my sights on Omar, and I step into the next puddle of goo.
Next puddle of goo. All right.
Do I need to make another wisdom
you
save?
do need to make another wisdom save.
All right. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. I don't know what happens if I fail these, and I hopefully won't need to find out.
Okay, yeah, you won't find out today, at least on this turn. You feel the essence, same thing. Next spell
Great.
that deals damage, you roll twice the dice. Buck.
And he's in range. for
Oh,
now.
here we go, baby. Batter up. I'm gonna move right next to him. And I'm gonna say, this one's for Tyrellin. And then I'm gonna
Aw.
fucking hit him.
Smack that turd.
18.
Jeez, you smack this guy so hard.
He's an old... yeah.
His shell pops off him and goes spinning across the room.
His head, another head for the word.
Boosh. A smack. And I'm just checking something. No, it is not. Okay, you smack him. Boosh. And you feel a cold, uncomfortable sensation as he had armor of Agathis on him, and you are going to take you're going to take 15 cold damage.
Ooh, okay.
You still good?
He looks at you.
I'm up still. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not doing great.
Nah.
He looks at you.
Terrellin failed. Terrellin was weak. I thought you were strong, Kabak. I'm disappointed.
Oh no, he's disappointed, guys.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Bummer. Wait, you had another one?
Yeah, it's good.
This makes his turtle pop off and add itself to your inventory.
That's +2 as well. So that's
Jeez.
24.
24. A big smack across his face. You do take another 15 from the armor of Agathis.
Armor of Agathis is still up?
Is that how that works? I thought it went away after 1.
Oh wait, no, never mind. If a creature hits you with a melee attack and you still have these hit points, okay, the hit points are gone. So never mind. You're correct.
Okay.
They're gone.
Okay, whew. That would have taken me down, baby.
No!
Yes, no. The armor of Agathis is gone. My mistake.
I'm gonna move him 5 feet as well. I don't know if that means he's not anymore, no longer consumed.
He consumed it when he stepped.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then I'm gonna step into the space where he was, and then I will summon a little. Use my bonus action to summon a little word behind him.
Little word.
And blow him up.
Pop.
There's another word on his way.
So it's a DC 13 dex save.
13 dex.
This man looks dexterous, right? What was that? What was that thing with the tortoise and the hair again?
He does surprisingly make it, though.
I'm damn it, I was kidding.
Take this! Wow.
Take this, all of my anger, the source of my
I'm
power.
just the herald of the real thing.
Meanwhile, the real thing. Your turn.
Aha!
Take this.
Bonus action dash.
My angus and all of my sorrow.
Do rats move this fast? And then I'll bring out my closing argument. Which, if I hit, I can turn it into a crit.
Ooh. Oh, well,
just
I mean, who even
Oh
needs
my
that, right?
god!
Lady Luck finally coming through for us.
The universe
on, how
really
old-
my
wants
God.
this turtle dead.
So wait,
9,
I
11,
Turtle soup.
13, 15, 16, 17.
I'm not doing all that math.
That is a bit of math.
Yeah.
Was it 9,
I
need a
11,
calculator.
Happy
Hold on.
27, 30, 42. 42 damage.
My God.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, 42 damage. You
I'm the god of war.
strike him so hard, word, that he spins, and you do a second strike, like right into his shell, and it splits it open, just right through his cloth, and you can see just like a little like fleshy lump just flip out a little bit.
Ew.
He is pretty haggard.
I'm clinging to him. Stuck there. That's everything I can do.
Okay. All right. Next is Father Omar's turn.
Oh no!
Oh, that's enough out of you.
And he is going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh no, that's my signature move.
Oh,
Try it.
I just realized something that I don't know if it matters. Because I got a critical hit against him, attack rolls against him are made with advantage until the start of my next turn.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
I guess it didn't matter for words, but
'Cause we already got a
for,
crit,
for
yeah.
Fritz and Lyra, it will matter.
Yeah, well, sorta.
Okay.
Well, for Fritz maybe.
Yeah.
He is going to Thunderwave on you guys, and you both need to make Constitution saving throws. As you can see the arcane essence
Oh,
kind of power into him, and crackling at his fingertips, and he boosh fires at you.
Uh-oh, it's
Buck,
double
you're
strength.
you're going to hold your ground, and you are going to take 23 thunder damage.
Oh no.
I am down.
And Word,
no.
you're going to take 46.
That would put me down, but I'll use my ring of nuh-uh.
Yes.
What?
Oh, can I just realized. Can I use my
have-
ring of Nuh-uh before I die?
Hold on, remind me what
you
the
have
rings of
them.
Nuh-uh do.
When I am reduced to 0 by any single source of damage, I can instead reduce it to where I have 1 hit point left.
And I have blade mail. When I take damage from any source as a reaction, I can return the full damage back to the attacking creature.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Okay, so Word gets nuh-uh and Buck gets fuck you.
Word, you are
Yeah.
thrown against the tree way back here. Just
Whoa.
whoosh. But you're alive.
Oh!
And Buck, you activate your blade mail just as Father Omar is holding his hands. And as he's about to cast a spell, he says,
I'm disappointed in your lack of faith, Buck. Much as she's just a story, Lady Luck would have looked kindly upon you if you only stuck with her.
and as you activate your blade mail, his face of confidence turns to shock and fear. You have a chance to say something back before you're down.
I want to. I'm trying to think of something cool to say in the moment.
Okay.
Luck was the friends I
meantime,
made along the way.
Man of the
I
clock
got
doesn't
my
have
mechanics
faith.
slightly wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I reduced the damage to 1.
Oh,
So I still got 30
Oh,
hit
you're
points.
actually
Okay.
fine.
20.
You are pushed back like Akira motorcycle slide style,
Whoa.
but you just like wipe the spit off your face. It did nothing.
I kiss my awesome ring and listen to Buck's
And
cool
the ring,
words.
I think I mentioned the ring. Is it like once per day or is it one use only?
Once per day.
Once per
What?
day.
That's
Is it?
amazing.
Huh.
That's a crazy ring. Did you mess up? Do you want to break
No,
it? You can.
I gave it to you. That's how it works.
Okay. That's the first time I've used it though. So.
Well done.
I would like to think is that as he puts his hands up, I like draw myself closer to him, use the blade mail, so like after he says what he says, the blades like stick into him, and I'm holding him close to me, but he still has his hand outstretched, and I'll say, I'm not gonna need luck to beat you. And then I'll look back at my friends as the spell goes off, and then the spell goes off and I fall unconscious.
Now, the blade mail
Interesting.
redirects the spell back at him, boosh, as he is flung into the abyss.
Oh, baby.
Fuck you.
Wait, no, the loot!
Oh, it's
No, we'll get it later.
That's all right. Although it would have been good to have the staff, which I presume was made from the tree.
Wait, I can go down there
conveniently
and get
empties
it,
his pockets
right?
on the way down and tosses
I
them
could
back
go
up.
get it. It's fine, I can go get it.
Unless
All right, are
it's
we
turtles all the way down.
Are we still
You
in
are-
combat time?
You are out of initiative because when you
Okay.
look outside, you cannot see the dragons anywhere. However, you hear them fighting.
No, I'm
Like-
gonna not be able to use my double damage lightning bolt.
I will
I'm
say,
deadly.
if you,
I know.
how about this?
Use it to raise me from the dead.
Wait,
How
no, I'm
about
doing
this?
this.
If you have any containers or vials, I'll let you collect the essence to be used as a potion.
Oh, I've got
Like
containers
for
or vials.
instance, this container
I
that
have an
used to
empty
hold the
vial.
potion of healing greater that Word just spent.
Yes.
I have 2 empty vials. I keep that shit
Oh,
on
I
hand.
have a
Oh.
potion of healing. Here,
I have 3.
Take this.
I have.
Are you gonna
I have-
pour it out?
No,
We
pour
all,
it into,
like,
pour it into
drown
me,
you.
Pour it into
please.
I am.
I just
Okay,
did.
I'm
I already
pouring.
did.
Yeah, hold on. I'm also gonna pour my potion of healing into.
All right, how much
Buck
healing
and
total?
hand
I'm
the
looking at my-
container.
Wait, Fritz, I'm in pain too. I'll drink it.
I'll take the 17.
Okay. And then I guess
I'm
my
up.
other potion of healing goes to you, Word. Regain 2d4s plus 2.
I think you can click it. That's what I just did.
Okay, so how many potions of
Thank you.
double damage am I getting?
Okay, so how many
You got
were
Where is he?
two.
was
Did we
that,
win?
was that 4 of them?
Yes,
or,
you won.
Or 3?
I have 3 bottles that contain blot. I have 3 bottles in my.
Maybe we don't empty those out in here.
I mean, I can give them back to. I can pour it on the tree.
The block is
Pour
already
one
in
out
the
for a
tree.
real one.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Do you not want me?
I
I'll hold
give
on to
you
the
one.
bottles.
Tell you what, because you've like used your health potions, I'll say you can collect 3 vials of arcane power.
That's better than what I was calling them. potions of tree power.
Potions of tree. You call them that. Yeah, call them potions of tree power, because that way we'll know where they came from.
Amazing.
Power potions.
And just so I have them in my notes, it's make a wisdom save, then the next magic attack does double damage. Like,
Yes.
what should I put it for if you fail?
Make a wisdom save.
I'm stupid.
Oh, what's up?
I just realized when the mage casted, I should have advantage on saving throw against it.
Oh, well. But it is a make a wisdom save, DC 12.
Okay.
And on failure, you take 3d8 psychic damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That makes sense. Sounds fair.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, hold on a damn minute, Buck.
Oh?
I have an idea.
What? Did we kill him?
Yes.
Are you guys okay?
Yes, we're
What's
fine.
happening? Where? This is-
I want to give you the boomerang.
Look, I realize I'm older than you, but
Hold on. I'm gonna give you all of my javelins.
Oh, this is any thrown object. I will throw big blind at them.
Do you want
Wait, do I
javelins?
count as an object?
Good.
No, I mean, I'll take... Hold on, let me add...
Buck, objectify me.
Why are you doing this?
What does that mean? Word, that's not what that word means.
I can
just
turn him
realized-
into an object.
No, because I realized because your strength, you can
Don't
throw things
perceive
really
me as an
fucking
Okay,
far.
let me add that to my... I gotta add that to my
I've just given you
inventory.
range.
I think that actually.
That's
would
huge. Yeah, that's actually big.
Yeah.
That's
So,
actually-
I'm sorry, Joe, you said the dragons are fighting outside, but we can't tell where they are?
You can't tell where they are. They're fighting and bashing, and you hear the roars and loud booms of their breath attacks.
Huh.
And suddenly,
Do you have to do a dex?
Suddenly?
you do see them coming, barreling through towards the tower, towards the opening. Yet again, you have just a moment to get out of the way.
Oh, yeah, we should probably get out of the way.
I'll use
I'm
my
gonna
magic
use. Yeah, I'm gonna use.
If it's only
I
been a
have
few
30
seconds,
feet.
my
I'm
call
a
lightning
dash.
is still up in here.
Okay. And as you do get out of the way, Tahero, you
Buck,
can see.
move.
I'm moving. Sorry, I'm on the other screen.
You can see Tahero tackling Moranzio back into the building, into the tree.
Uh-oh.
And Moranzio seems like he doesn't have the upper hand.
Okay,
And
will you
just
allow me
then-
to use my lightning bolt?
Yes.
Please.
have my egg.
She
You
wants
may.
to
I
so
will give
bad.
everyone a chance to do one thing.
Yes.
Yay! All right. Well, first things first.
He does have the upper hand. He has us.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where the hell is it? I keep losing it, even though it's in the same place on my character sheet every time. Okay, so I'll
fact-
just roll this twice.
We're gonna roll initiative again, actually, since you are re-engaging.
I'll go 17.
Come on, it would be so nice.
Oh, we all move before him. What an idiot.
Yeah!
Okay. So, the fighting continues. Buck,
My rage is no longer active, but I'm also out of the ability to do that right now because I've used all my rages for today.
Oh, boy.
But that's not going to stop me from doing what I was born to do, which is run up and hit this guy as hard as I can with my hammer.
You also can throw it if
such-
need.
That's true. Plain 14.
very, very nice. Yeah, a good smack into him, just poof, into his thick hide.
Smack on the boy.
Do another one.
Ooh, another good smack.
plain
He is
12.
very sturdy from what you can tell. His hide seems very, very sturdy.
Rude.
And I don't think I can do anything else right now, so yeah, I'm gonna end my turn. Yeah, I don't have any other bonus actions or anything I can do.
Fritz, your turn.
Plain
Ooh,
old
actually-
warrior this. Oh, go.
What's up?
But go.
Never mind, I'll just maybe try it on my next turn. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh no, what is it? What is it?
Well, can I use my whetstone of corrosion the next attack I make will be at disadvantage. We got it a while back. I haven't used it. It does say my next attack. So I guess it doesn't last like a turn or anything. So I will use that. So I'll pull out the whetstone of corrosion and like pass it over big blind. And so the next attack that I have will be a disadvantage. Presumably if I attack Regulus, it'll just be a regular attack. And if it hits, the targeted creature has -5 AC until it's
Ooh, that's good.
Okay.
That is good. All right, Fritz, your turn.
Planar warrior, this guy.
Planar warrior. Okay, you're gonna mark him.
And
Planar
pew!
Pew. That first pew is gonna hit.
Ugh.
Roll me the D8.
What is with me failing on my second one?
Me is failing.
RNG is not on our side.
Was it just a
Lady
D8?
Luck had
I
us at the
forget.
very end there.
Yeah, right?
There we go. Yeah, 1d8. Okay.
If his hide is crazy thick,
Ooh.
I can't do that egg. It'll just make him stronger.
I'm
Very
guessing
nice. Okay, you fire it.
doesn't take any
It
fire.
lands into his side. He screams. Rah!
Rah.
Word.
I'm gonna do everything I can. And I crank my you-know-what.
What?
This is a
Clarification.
this is a PG-13 game.
Yeah, there are
Word.
children watching.
Wait, did I...
That's
do that right?
PG-13, I'd say.
There's no chat now.
Four
We can
shots.
start cranking our stuff.
It's my weapon called the Black Hawk. How do I...
I did
Is
not
it-
recognize that was what you
forgot.
named it.
There we go. Oh, damn it.
Oh yeah, 2 shots.
No, that's...
There.
It came with that name.
Oh.
And then because I have an ally within 5 feet of it, and I have packed
Oh yeah,
tactics,
that's the
full on
creature.
banging.
Oh yeah, I forgot your creature.
All right.
Okay, yes.
And then
Another.
Oh wait,
D6.
and my
What
creature's
we
still
do
up. I
an
can attack with it.
additional
Holy shit!
Yes, we can do that afterwards. Turn.
that's the extra
creature.
Ooh, yes.
damage.
Just
We'll go later.
Many,
I'll do it after later.
many ranged barrages
25.
into him.
24.
Bam.
Okay, and your creature, you want him to fly by? And
I
do a
want to
thing?
let Lyra, because they've been itching. They've
Thank
been
you.
itching.
Okay, Lyra, here's your chance.
All right. So I'm targeting here because that means neither of my allies are within 5 feet of that spot. So I'm just hitting him. And because this one is doubled because I was in the goo. So I'm gonna roll 3d10 twice, I guess.
Yes.
All right,
Roll
that's
six.
a
Just roll
1,
six.
Six or 60-10, right?
and that is 2. It's not crazy good.
Oh,
Not
no,
crazy.
it's like a low.
There was a 1 in there.
Let's see if he makes a dex save. Mm-hmm. Still gonna do a decent amount of damage. He fails,
So he takes 27.
and this is such a massive zap of lightning that you blind him in one eye. It zaps right into his eye and leaves a massive gaping, like, cut across his face. Ah!
Not a
That's
happy
pretty
guy.
cool.
Then, let's see who goes first between him and Moranzio.
Oh, can I do my creature?
Oh, yes, your
Creature.
creature.
La criatura.
Go in,
Bring in the
creature.
creature.
In, and then we do our little spell attack.
Ooh, yeah, that is gonna be enough.
Okay, and then
Just
it was roll. It was 1d8 plus 6, wasn't it?
Plus 6, yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
did it.
all right,
you
decent
did
amount.
something. I rolled a 1, but I got a plus 6, so
nice.
it's fine.
You still have another 30 feet. Do you want to send him anywhere?
Yeah, get him out.
Back out, just
Back next to word. Yep, next to word. Pack
So
tactics.
Moranzio is going to go first, and he opens his mouth and lets out a bright beam of radiant light, just covering
Yeah!
Tehero's dragony face. Does a decent chunk of damage, and Lord Tehero, in all this pain, just takes Moranzio's head and smashes it against the tree. Looks
Hey.
to all of you. Impotent children! And he is going to dig all of his claws into the tree.
Uh-oh.
And he starts siphoning power from it.
Oh.
Whoa.
He starts to grow in size.
Oh no, I would like to not be close to him anymore.
And Moranzio just looks at him. Oh no. and he starts just wailing on Maranzio.
No,
Claws,
our boy.
bites.
Can we use the hearts to take the power from him?
I don't think we can do a ritual or anything right now.
Keep in mind, a ritual takes an hour.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
And Maranzio looks pretty haggard.
No.
We knew him for like 8 minutes.
And he looks to you guys. He closes his eyes and chants a little spell. And Buck, you see sliding towards you is a little pocket watch.
Oh no, buddy, no.
Him heart.
As
No.
Tahero continues to siphon power from the tree and regains all of his hit points.
All of them.
The tree withers and turns into a scrawny, dry nothing and cracks and falls apart. This part of the tree is no more, and the place starts to shake. The whole building starts to shake, and pieces of it start to crumble. Maranzio says, "Go! Use my heart for the tree!" And Buck, you have Maranzio's heart.
Okay.
Oh, it's
No.
A pocket watch, which has his special power called Timeout.
What?
You can
Wait, we
spend a
could
bonus
five creatures-
action to hit the stop timer on the pocket watch, allowing you and 5 creatures you can see to freely act for 6 seconds while time is stopped for the rest of the world.
so
He
weird.
counts as 5. He counts as 5.
6 seconds isn't enough time to get us all out of here.
No, it's
Also, we shouldn't use this right now, I think. Because
not. No, that would be terrible.
I don't know. I feel like
Tahero
Yeah.
is pretty focused on Maranzio.
But
Is that
6
true?
seconds,
He's like
he
not-
could like slip a little bit.
I think as he's ripping him apart, you grab the watch. I think it's fair for us to leave.
It is your choice
Yeah.
if you
You
wish
can't
to
keep
stay.
introducing. You can't introduce a hot character and then kill them.
He might not be
if
dead.
they're hot, they have. He's gonna.
Well, okay,
least let them
think
get
about this
killed by a
realistically. They
new
need to
hot
be able to
character.
take his dragonness and put it into somebody else, so they can't actually kill him without potentially ending a lineage of dragons that they need to keep the tree alive. So he is
That
probably
might
going to
just
get
be their
captured, but like
commitment now.
I'm just saying, it's not quite like that.
You guys have a choice here.
Oh
You
god.
can stay and try to fight Tahero as best you can. Or
He
Out
could
of
fester.
rages.
you
Oh,
can try
no,
to
you're
escape.
right. We're not healthy.
Yeah, I have like 17 HP and no rage.
And this might be temporary. Or, you know what? Let's go. Let's kill this bastard with the Prablith. It's only fair.
Okay, I guess
think-
all in favor of sticking around and trying to, because we can potentially run again later. Like try to run again later if we stay.
I'm
and,
just
like,
worried
throw
he's gonna
a couple
hit
more lightning
Buck
bolts at
once
him.
and then he's gonna poof into dust.
That's a good point.
If he has like any area of effect spell and like or like he like slams the ground, a boulder falls and kills Word, and then we can't get to him, or God forbid like he like knocks Fritz out of the air, she falls. There's so much that could go wrong, and he's okay with us leaving. He told us so.
Wait, am I wrong, or is it his turn right now? So we can.
He has
kinda
finished
see
his
it
turn.
after them, maybe?
He has
Okay.
spent the
Yeah.
turn siphoning power from the tree to recover and power himself up, and also wailing on Maranzio.
I think we need to leave.
Let's get the fuck out of here. God damn it.
This isn't the sort of thing where if we go out here, we would have to go. We would have to like
Lyra,
leave.
bird.
That's like jumping out of a window.
Bird.
Bird?
What's
you
out
could turn
here?
into
I
a
guess I don't-
bird.
So
Hold on, yes,
when you
you're
look
absolutely right.
outside, you can see that it's mostly nothing. You can see kind of towards the bottom of the abyss below Aguna, and the various different roots of the life tree, kind of like a few 100 feet below. But you can, when you look up, way up, you can see the rest of Aguna kind of above you.
I could grab Word as a bird, and if you can
don't-
grab Buck as a bird, we can go out.
Can you grab me as a bird?
If I wild shape into a giant owl, I think I can.
Yeah.
So
I
is
will
the
use-
plan to escape?
Yes.
I think
yeah.
that would be my vote.
Yeah.
would
Then
be to
initiative
escape.
is over, and we're going to start a skill challenge
Oh boy.
to escape the crumbling building. Now, we're going to roll new initiative purely for the skill challenge. And let's see.
Oh, now
So-
I get a fucking
Oh my
20.
god. Where was this before?
Yeah,
Wow,
9 for
nice.
me this time.
So, the library is falling apart due to the ensuing battle and the now destroyed piece of root that was once holding it up. And you need to
Wait,
escape.
close to
Use
me.
your skills to traverse through the crumbling debris and falling building. With 3 failures, something terrible will happen to the one who fails. And any additional failures beyond that will also have something terrible happen.
Oh,
Now,
How many successes do we need?
You need 5 successes.
Shit. Okay.
However, if these terrible things will affect your character in some way, if it is too devastating for you, I have an optional side thing that you can pick instead.
Okay.
cool.
And this is literally the worst time for me to say this because I didn't realize it the last couple of sessions. Like, I think I only used it for lockpicking those books open. I still have 1 level of exhaustion, which means my ability checks are made at disadvantage.
Yes, they are. But yeah, I don't think we've really needed them for anything aside from the lockpicking. But that was,
We do now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Word, you're up first.
God damn it. Okay.
Wait, so do each of us have 3 is it 3 failures in total?
3
amongst all of
failures
us? Okay.
total.
And whoever failed, okay.
So whoever makes the 3rd failure gets something terrible happening.
13 is a failure.
All right.
What
I failed
what
too
were you
hard,
trying
as
to
I-
do?
I guess like haggardly and frantically after this combat, I think I started up here. I am just trying to
jump
make
at
my
me.
way out of here as inconspicuously as possible.
I think we got to go out through the hole in the wall. I don't
We're
think we
going
can
out
make
through
it
the
back
hole.
up through the
Yeah.
elevator.
If you can get to me,
Unfortunately-
I can pick you up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, well,
yeah, we're not going to worry about
make it
movement
over
speed
there.
or anything
Oh.
like that.
Okay.
So the map is purely
Okay.
for show now.
Yeah.
Then I will stand over here and I will fall prone for the time being
Yes.
using the turtle cloak.
Fritz, your turn.
That's anything.
I'm going to dart my way to Word and try to just fucking zip out the door. What would
Would that be, I don't know, an athletics, do you think, or acrobatics?
I'm gonna be. I don't want to be an ass. I could do acrobatics. I'm higher in acrobatics. What would you think as a DM? Do you think it makes more sense trying to grab someone and still fly as acrobatics or athletics?
I think an argument could be made for either one. Athletics to, like, quickly go out the window, or out the wall, or acrobatics to try and dodge the debris falling.
Yeah. I'm trying to grab Word and get out, basically, whilst dodging.
Yeah.
So, I would say acrobatics.
All right, acrobatics, let's see it.
Did it roll? No, it did not.
Okay, that is a success. Well done. 1 of 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean I successfully got Word out?
You're flying away with Word, yes.
Yeah,
but
Word is with
we
you. Okay.
need 5 successes in total to be completely in the clear.
Okay.
And dragons can fly.
Layra.
So again, this bird.
Okay. Now, if I recall correctly, a session or two ago we discussed the possibility of wild shaping as a bonus action
Yes.
to allow me. Okay. Because otherwise this would take multiple rounds. I would like to wild shape into a giant owl, scoop up Buck.
Buck scoop.
Yes, and I would like to argue that the giant owl's keen hearing and sight that allows me to have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing and sight would be very useful for navigating my way out of all this falling debris, perhaps.
I would say you make a very convincing argument. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Okay, I think I still use my mental stats when wild shaped. Also, the giant owl's perception checks are not listed, so I'll just roll this at advantage. Oh, come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. All
Yay!
right, good. That's another success. You
All right.
are able to dodge and weave out of the way of things as easily as if you knew the route yourself.
Great. So I got Buck in my talons, and we're just
Wait,
booking
my
it up.
creature's still. Wait, I just realized my creature's still up.
Your creature is like a phantasmal spirit thing.
He'll be fine.
Can
You
I
can
use
summon him
my
again.
creature to help?
You could also use your creature to attack Tahero while we're leaving.
Yeah, that's the question. Can I use my creature in this check?
I would say, yeah, for flavor-wise, you can say that it's keeping Tahero busy while he's
It's
beating
trying
up
to. It's like
Lorenzo.
being a really pestery fly.
Yeah, like a fly. Buck, your turn.
I would like to use deception. No, I think I would like to use. Can I use like athletics to maybe like while I'm in the talons to like crush pieces of debris as they're like falling so that they don't like.
Yes, actually.
Ooh,
That
I
sounds
like it.
cool. Batter up.
Oh,
That is a second failure as you try to attempt to bash into some debris
Okay, 2 for 2.
here and there, but missing a few of them that kind of pelt you and
Yeah.
Lyra a little bit, like ones
Oh,
that
we're in
she's not
danger.
able to catch. Word.
ooh, I.
Mhm.
I just realized that I still had one thing of this. I would have done this had I noticed. I thought I was all out of them. I have one use of bolstering magic left, which lets me, and I can make it on myself to where I can add a D3 to an ability check.
Give it to
If
me.
you would like to add it to yourself,
Can I
you
use it to
can.
myself and then roll a D3 to see if that
Yes.
changes the result?
Go ahead. I will say you need a 3.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
That is 2 failures.
Okay.
Sorry, no, you need a 2, not a 3.
Yeah.
Damn, you line me up for a favor.
Next is. Wait. After
Wait,
Buck
it should be
would have been
word. Yeah.
Word.
That's word again.
Your turn. You are being carried by Fritz.
Okay, I want to use a sleight of hand to try and drop my rope down, maybe with a weight or something, just to help someone else as they're escaping. Fingers crossed that we can at least get them up enough to climb the wall.
Oh well, Buck is on Lyra.
Yeah,
as
sorry,
a giant.
we've
Yeah.
flown out. I just can't
yeah.
move us.
You guys are okay, sorry.
I'm also a giant
You
owl,
want to
so.
protect me from debris or like change
Yeah, you can
your
use the rope in
positioning
other
so
ways.
you're a lot more.
Maybe as like a
You can
counterbalance.
try to change your positioning so I'm a lot more like balanced. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and like effectively yank us around so we don't die, I guess.
Yep.
You're piloting me.
balance.
A little bit. Oh no.
Ooh.
Apparently not.
Don't.
Oh,
you
that's
don't know
bad.
how to
That is
fly.
Oh god.
The third failure, something devastating happens to Word.
Go ahead, Joe.
And just so that we aren't here forever,
Greek tragedy.
that is going to progress the skill challenge, but here's the devastating thing that happens. Word, as Fritz is carrying you through the sky, weaving in and out of the crumbling debris and rocks, they carry you and like dart through a teeny gap hole between two pieces that were about to crush, but they were not
Okay.
fast enough. And 2 massive chunks of rock crush your leg. Your movement speed has been permanently halved.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
However,
Okay.
if that is too devastating for you, if you would prefer,
No, don't give me another option. I'll
No?
take it.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
curious
Damn.
though. I want to hear
Well,
it.
the odds of us making another fuck up are pretty good, so
you've broken
we
a
might find
leg.
Okay.
Oh, it can
Fritz.
be healed. It can be healed.
Your
out.
turn.
Well, permanently reduced makes me think even if it
Strong.
heals, it's fucked up.
Shit, mate. Don't fucking yank on my legs when I'm trying to fly.
I won't even say anything. As that happens, Word just kind of stops frantically mumbling to himself and is just going to hold his leg to not worry you.
Whoa.
Okay, shit. We're out right now. I just need to, like, we're out in the open.
So
bit,
2
or are we
more
in this
rolls. It
opening?
doesn't matter if they're successes or failures. 2 more rolls.
Oh, good. Buck, you won't have the chance to fuck up.
good.
Yay.
I want to basically get out and dart upwards as much as I can. I am frantic.
Would that
what
be
would
an
that be?
athletics, you think, going up?
Yeah, I'm like basically out and then straight up like a bullet.
All right. Ooh.
Oh no!
Now, Fritz, like I said, you have the option to choose something less devastating. But here's what happens.
Let's hear it. Oh, my
You
fucking
fly
legs.
up and up and up, desperately trying to escape the falling building. In your desperation, you get hasty and you get careless. Some Some pieces of furniture shatter, and some magical crystals that you saw in the building also break, causing an explosion to your side that you try to cover yourself from, which results in heavy damage to your wings as you begin to plummet, and you can no longer fly.
Oh, God.
That's a big fucking. Okay, what's the other one?
The other, if you wish to take a less devastating option, you can instead choose to lose 2 points in any ability score.
Oh my god.
Is this non-flying thing permanent?
One or the
As
other.
far
yeah.
as you would know.
Probably in the narrative, we've only got so far to go.
I have a lot of healing abilities, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm worried because I'm carrying word. If I plummet, he dies.
I can catch you guys. Probably.
I'm thinking what is more interesting.
I will say,
Flying is your whole thing.
I know! You lost a leg! I lost my fucking wings!
It's a little worse.
I would have preferred to, like, lose an eye. No, my wings.
Get a cool scar.
Just lower your charisma or something.
Oh, a cool scar would raise that charisma. We all know it.
That's true.
2. Okay. I don't know, fuck. I feel like it feels like a cop-out to take the -2 in... Stop.
It's not
no one
because
would judge you
no
for
one would
that.
judge you. That's why I provided the option.
Fritz's whole thing is flying, but...
I know these
then it
characters
would...
are very important to you guys, and I wanted to provide
Yeah, I
attention,
appreciate
but
that.
also
I'm thinking, like... I'm trying to think if anyone we've come across would be able to fix our wings.
Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon.
No, what's his name?
Those bad
Sergey.
ones, right?
He could make me mechanical wings.
Oh, hell
It
yeah.
would be a little bit of a we could
Just a
make it work.
detour,
Yeah,
that's all.
we'd have to backtrack about half the journey, but
No, I'm sure he's on his way.
yeah, we could like oh wait, I have a sending stone. I could be like, Sergey, emergency, we need some
Hey.
prosthetic stat.
Okay. Heads or tails?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Who are you
now
asking?
who's the gambling character?
Hey, okay, heads the worst one, tails the better one.
Okay, I take...
really?
Could roll a
I
D2.
take -2 from 2 things. I
Okay.
hit tails.
okay.
I-
-2 from one of your stats, whichever one that
One
you
of my
choose.
sets. I will say...
Get a concussion that lowers
I'll say
charisma.
strength. Birds
Okay.
aren't known for being very
Okay.
strong.
Ooh.
Strength -2.
Actually, I realize some of my stuff requires me to maybe save against my own abilities. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it, charisma. I have 0 riz. I'm now jaded after this.
No.
You're rattled.
And lastly, Layra, the
okay?
final roll of the skill challenge.
Oh boy.
You become as blunt as the object that hit you.
Thank God it's not me, baby.
Okay, so I have a question. My acrobatics, I have proficiency in, but no dex bonus because my own dex is +0. As a giant owl, my dex is +2. If I were to roll an acrobatics check to like weave my way through the rocks without clocking Buck in the face, would that be +2 because I'm a giant owl? Would that be +3 because of my acrobatic score? Or would it be +5 because I have the dex of a giant owl but my own proficiency?
I would say 5. That's
Okay,
I feel
very
like-
generous, Your Honor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll the dex check as it's on my character sheet, and we'll just add +2. Okay.
Okay.
God.
You
Okay. Whew.
fly alongside Fritz out of the debris, back out, and you guys are hovering above Aguna, safe
thank
as you can be for now.
Ugh.
About like.
Imagine
over
if it hit
here.
heads.
Yeah, right?
That was a very educational experience.
And you can hear kind of people panicked, and you can hear the voice coming from an illusory Kenku man who bears a striking resemblance to Ace, presumably the Lord of Aguna, telling everyone to calm down and go to the closest guards barracks they can find, while everyone is ensured their safety. There seems to be a panic in the city now.
All right,
I'm
guys.
gonna
Do we want to try
shut-
and help, or do we want to run off and lick our wounds?
I think we need to lick our wounds. I don't even know where's safe at this point.
Are we close enough for them to
The
hear
old
us?
dragon.
Let's go to the art studio.
Are we close enough for
kinda
Ace to hear
quietly
us?
Point us there.
I don't think
Probably
we know
not.
Ace.
You guys are
I don't
like,
want to tell the Lord shit.
Well,
you guys are like out of.
Don't I know Ace? I wrote.
You do know
that was a
Ace.
different.
Yeah.
Um,
Or is this a different Ace?
so this.
I thought I said it looked like.
it looked
Ace.
similar to Ace and had a similar. Presumably,
Who is Ace again?
maybe they share some sort of relation. I don't know.
Ace was the friend that Fritz made during our
Yes.
individual adventures,
the
and I
race
think the
thing.
implication
Okay.
is that a relative of Ace is the Lord of the city, or but
That's right. Yeah,
but
I
that's
remember
not
that.
Ace. Ace isn't the Lord.
No, that is not Ace, but it is a Kenku that shares a lot of characteristics as Ace.
I think
Familial resemblance.
I will tell-
Oh,
I think we should try to find Esperanza.
You gonna look for
I.
Esperanza?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
Can I-
I'm not. the
Can
one
I
carrying
hand
those.
word to you, Lyra?
Yeah, sure. You can yeet word onto my owl back.
I
I will fly very gently.
I want to fly into my mother's tower
Oh,
Okay. All right, cool.
because she knows a lot
first
about
off,
the blot.
So while you three head towards Esperanza, Fritz, you go towards. Let's see where. You go towards your mother's.
I am literally
tower.
going to fucking crash through her window. I am
Yay.
frantic.
Okay. Let me just find her in these
Um,
notes.
Like, I'm imagining
the name-
Fritz in this state is incredibly frantic. I don't care if I
Okay.
take damage, literally
You-
bursting through a window.
You burst through her window, admin Laferina, and she just like sees you come in. Oh goodness gracious, Fritz, what are you doing? There's supposed to be a lockdown now.
Hey, you got your name right.
then
And you can see in the
I'm-
building actually, Astropio is in there too.
What the
Fuck.
No.
Now that's what I call a parent trap.
Okay. You know what? That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better, actually. He's alright.
But consider there could be two
What in the
Fritzes.
hells is going on?
Fritz is just in a panic. Like, they got the dragon! The dragon! They got the dragon! Just like out of breath.
Astropio kneels down and like lifts you up and puts you on a seat and just kind of like looks you over. You're hurt.
It doesn't matter. Oh fuck! I've bad time to forget the dragon's name.
Moran?
Moranzio. They may have killed Moranzio.
You see Laferina just like gets up. Oh, that's preposterous. What do you mean?
She calms herself. Lord Nicholas is a dragon and tried to attack us. Moranzio attempted to protect us and most likely didn't make it.
Laferina just kind of thinks on this and kind of puts one hand up to her mouth. I was afraid those rumors were true. And Astropio just looks at her. What? She's just like, what you have been doing, what you have been up to, Fritz, I'm afraid that I cannot condone these actions that you are partaking.
Moranzio was the one that sent us there.
I knew giving you that library card was a mistake. I'm going to be taking you, and Astropio steps up in between the both of you.
Whoa!
And she just looks at him. Excuse me, what are you doing? And he just looks to her, and then looks back to you. What I should have been doing. Something that is foreign to you. I'm going to be a damn parent. And when my child tells me that something's happening, I'm bound to believe them. And he kind of looks to his side.
Fritz, I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you before. The least I can do is be here for you now. You say that Lord Tehero attacked Maranzio?
Mother, please, hear me out before you jump to conclusions. You are a logical woman. I know that much of you.
She crosses
Maybe
her
this
arms.
is your reaction out of grief? I don't know, but please listen.
You have 1 minute to explain.
Oh my god.
Roll initiative. 10 rounds, still challenge, convince your mother.
We went to the library and met with Maranzio. Maranzio wanted us to go to the depths. He took us there. He is the one that wanted us to look into the deepest parts of the library. He wanted answers to try to protect his own city, to protect his people. And what we found down there was horrific. And Lord Nicholas did not like what we found and attacked us and Maranzio. I'm sure you heard the fighting out there. You know a fight broke out. You know that is fact. I watched him maul Maranzio. That man is not a dragon. That man is not any fucking lord. That man is a murderer. I can deal with him trying to point the blame at all my friends, at me, for God's sake, but I have watched with my own eyes him destroy a fellow lord. A war could fucking break out.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh no. Right when charisma got dunked on.
You know what? I have my father. I do not care.
You've got us.
Oh, that's
And you still have a fly speed, so you can bail out the window if necessary.
Oh, I actually did all right in my fucking
Yeah.
shit time.
What is your persuasion now?
Just a +1.
Admin Laferina closes her eyes. She clutches her hand and kind of smacks her desk. And she turns away. She points. Get out.
Okay.
You are lucky that I'm not turning you into the Lord this very instant. Get out.
There is no lord anymore.
Astropio extends a hand to you.
Yeah, he can probably
I-
fly too.
Yeah, I'm going to take his hand. I'm going to... Mother... Lord... Laferina. I appreciate this grace of a chance. But the Lord is gone. And please protect these people. Because I don't think I have the strength to anymore.
Do not make me regret this.
I made you proud before, I'll do it again. Off I go. I'm with Astropio.
Yep, he escorts you out, checking every corner. Occasionally you run into a few guards who question a few things, but he pulls out his badge and mentions that you are under the surveillance and protection of an officiate and representative of Politrios. And whenever the guards are satisfied, they move on, and he walks along with you, mostly silent throughout the journey, and asks you, so what is the plan now?
I don't know, but there is a good chance the tree will die. I'm being honest with you because you've saved me in a time of need. I don't want you or your loved ones to get hurt. The tree, it might die.
That is quite a lot to take in.
I
But-
wish I had more time to explain, but
Listen, Fritz, that's okay.
For the first time in my life, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to be a father like I should have. If you have no issues having two dads, that is. And if he will ever grace me, if I ever get the chance after all of this, I'll have to apologize and thank Dozin myself. In the meantime, let's get you to that tree.
I think my friends went to the previous dragon. We should probably go there. If you wouldn't mind accompanying me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I want to be like, your travel home is probably going to be a lot more bumpy than you intended coming here. So here,
Well-
I'm giving him my goggles so he doesn't get insects in his eyes flying.
Oh.
He takes them and holds them close to his chest.
to be totally honest, if what you say is true and what we have to do, maybe there might not be a trip home anymore.
Oh, you're starting to sound like Mother. Think more like me. Come on.
You're right, you're right.
Let's go meet my friends.
Of course. And Fritz, for standing up to your mother, you get an inspiration.
Yay! Yay!
And I think that's going to be a good place to call it.
Yeah, I was hoping she would help,
Oh, that's so much.
I will say that you did succeed the persuasion, so as far as she's concerned, she is helping.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.